What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny podcast. I'm one of your best friends, Greg Miller, alongside producer / seducer Nick Scarpino.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Can't complain, you know?
Hanging in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Long year.
It's been a long life, as they say.
We're about to skedaddle off to RTX.
That's right.
The land of sunshine and booze and barbecue.
And 103-degree weather.
Fuck me.
Can't wait.
Over here, it's the Hispanic heartthrob, Andy Cortez.
Hey, guys.
Andy, you're welcome. We saved you from all that. 103-degree weather. We brought you to San Francisco. You could be wearing this bomber jacket over there. You know what I mean?
That's true.
He would anyways.
No, I don't know. No,
Oh,
no
yeah?
way. Nah. Nah, no way.
Greg, that
Did you ever wear
jacket
shorts?
clearly says members only.
Huh?
Did you ever wear shorts? I'm just going to ignore Nick.
No,
Did you
I
ever
always
wear
wore
shorts?
pants, regardless of the heat.
How hot it was?
Yeah.
Huh.
I always wore pants, too.
Andy's not scared of crotch sweat.
I don't like sweat. I don't like shorts. I don't like wearing shorts.
Well, who does? Nobody likes them.
Except when I'm
Cheeks,
on the court.
Cheeks really like shorts.
Excuse me, Kevin. I'm talking to Andy.
Gavin Free loves shorts.
Dumb free less.
That's about it.
He loves
Bruce,
grapes.
did you say Bruce Green?
Bruce Green loves
Bruce
shorts.
Green
Yeah,
loves
that's
shorts.
true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Bunch of weirdos. You know what I mean? You know why they all want to be on The Simpsons? That's why. They all want to look like Bart Simpson. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The little Nelson. That's what they all want to be. You know what I
Okay.
mean? A bunch of clowns. Over there,
Yeah.
Forbes 30 under 30, a.k.a. second best baby blues in San Francisco, a.k.a. he's sunburned and his eyes are
What?
falling out of his head.
I
dude.
wanted to get a light pre-tan on.
Yeah.
Pre-burn.
Nailed
You
it.
know you can't pre-tan.
I wanted my pre-burn
You
before
are
my
so
RTX
pink.
adventure. Dude, you know what? I don't know what you guys want me to fucking
But what
do.
happened?
Where did you
It was
go?
my stupid ass friend's 30th birthday on July 3rd. And he's like, I'm going to celebrate on your actual birthday, Tim, on Sunday. So we're going to go out to this freaking picnic park place.
Oh, off the grid?
No, it was a place in San Bruno.
Oh.
And we go out there, and I'm like, there's no shade. This sucks. Did I have sunscreen on? Yeah, I did. Did I reapply?
What SPF
Yeah,
for you
I
on?
did. 100 something. 120 maybe?
It's just cement.
You
He's just putting like plaster on his
Pretty much.
face.
And then
You just got a bucket of mud.
Just keep him in there.
Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? Anytime like the sun would move, which was too much, I'd be like trying to find a tree and hide under a couple of the branches.
I feel like we
am.
just got to get you a very, very, very big like sombrero hat.
Okay.
Like a hat
Yeah, so
that's
Mike
like,
Mike's got those hats.
you know, the ones
does.
that like that, like
You
know,
have a bunch
like,
of umbrella hats.
like DPs will wear when they're filming out in the Mojave Desert, you know,
right,
where it's like
right.
cool, like a little string here, maybe some other pockets for some like, water and a mister that's on your face.
Oh, I'd like
I don't know.
mister.
What's funny is the last time you were out in the sun, you should have gotten burned. You didn't get burned.
Which time
You
was
remember?
this?
It was like I think it was
sound
like a
right.
month
That sounds like a
ago.
dream.
Oh, Disney World.
Disney World. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You went to Florida. You came back fine.
I don't understand.
You went to the hottest place in the United
What'd you
States,
say right there?
I don't
Florida.
understand.
And then you're out for like half a day in San Bruno,
Yeah.
and you got red.
I got.
It tripped me out because I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, something's different about Tim today than when I saw him on Saturday night.
fucking bright
And I
red.
can't put. And then I looked at you in the line. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's beet red.
And my eyes are back to being just destroyed.
They look good now, though.
Yeah, they hurt. It sucks.
Was it? Did you leave the contacts in again? Did you get drunk and leave the contacts in?
No. I've been totally good about that. So I've even been using the medicine for it. It's just I think I was staring at the screen too long, editing prom.
Oh,
So
that'll
brought
do
back
it.
the strain.
My eyes are hurting today, but I think it's just allergies. I hope it's just allergies.
That was
Because
a
I
big-
can't not look at a screen.
It was a big old beefy edit, Tim.
It's also possible that we all
Thank
have
you.
pink
Thank
eye.
you.
Just throwing that out there.
No, Nick.
I don't. I went to the doctor. It's not pink eye.
No, I mean, now maybe this time it is.
I'm just
now-
saying you never know what's floating around this office.
I guess you're
There's
right.
a lot of surfaces that go uncleaned.
If we'd stop doing that joke where we pull out our
Fart in
anuses
our
and fart
hands.
Pull out our what?
anuses.
Oh yeah.
Because that's, that's what pink eye is.
As if
It's
you
fecal
pull out
matter
of
of your
your
eye.
in your eye hole.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
something you
So
pull
the
out
big
of your
thing is
pocket.
like you pull down your
Got my
pants.
anus here.
Yeah, like if you fart through your pants into somebody's face, that's funny. But if you like basically have an asshole right there going blah, 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 like that'll give you pink eye.
Oh,
So you got to
Pink eye.
get.
We're talking
you
about
gotta
pink
get-
eye.
you're
Is this not a
saying
scientific show?
You got to get the juice on your eye.
Yeah, you need just the fecal
the
flake.
butt juice.
Ew, don't say it like
Don't
that.
ever- I got
Don't
chills.
use alliteration.
So
I'm just
Talk
saying,
about
it
this.
happens, man.
Fecal flake.
You know what I mean? I like to think of it like fish food. You know?
Ew.
the same thing.
Fucking fish food.
When you were a kid, did you ever get jealous of the fish with the fish food?
Are you fucking kidding me? Of course I did.
You know what I mean? Like you're
That
like
was such
you
a
fed them. I
great
was like, I
time.
don't understand why people can't feed me like that.
I understand we've got, what was that shit Carboni used to always drink and leave at our house?
Fucking
Soylent.
Soylent Green.
I understand we've got that shit. It's amazing that we don't have a Bachelor Chow for real yet. That has taken off.
Oh, what? Say that again?
Bachelor Chow. Like from Futurama, just like, hey, this is what you eat and you don't die and it's good for you, all right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like
Packed
I'd
with
knock out a
nutrients.
couple meals if it was just out. Like I think that was
Like
Porty.
an army ration.
Porty fucking eats the same food, every fucking
day.
day right there. I'm like,
He doesn't
why
care.
don't
He
we
doesn't know any
have
better.
that? And but even army rations, it's like, hey, it's
Calorie
it's
meat.
lasagna in a fucking bag, and it's like, well, that's disgusting. Just give me the man kibble. Give me man
kibble.
You know what I mean?
You ever see that when you saw the Matrix and he gets out of the Matrix and they just have
Yeah,
the goo?
that weird shit.
They just have that
Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
stuff they feed him that looks like oatmeal, but it's
Yeah.
not really. That's
It's
what
like
I want.
porridge. It's like a porridge.
If I could
sort of
just
thing.
get some sort of protein solution that's mostly protein and fats, and they could just squirt it into my mouth, I would do that 2 months out of the day.
If you could give me something that was sort of that, I guess, consistency, right? Like a little bit goopy, but then something crunchy to go along with it, because I love the
crunch.
textures.
You do love
combining.
crunch.
I love
You do
the
love
textures
crunch.
combining. But if they were like salty, maybe spicy, flaming hot, right?
You brought it back around.
Yeah.
You did it.
That
You
was
got it
good.
back there.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
if they could just taste, look, and feel exactly
Like
like,
hot
a
Cheetos.
flaming hot Cheeto.
Like a flaming hot fry.
That would be
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
That would be super great.
That's the thing. In the comic book Invincible, of course, there's a moment where Adam Eve, she serves a cake to Mark and his then girlfriend, right? And they like it, and it turns out that Adam Eve can move molecules around.
What's her
and
name again?
Adam Eve, like ATOM.
ATOM.
Her name's Eve.
Cool. That's a cool name.
Yeah, but she
Yeah.
can move things down on the atomic level. So she makes this cake that's got like half the nutrition of a head of broccoli. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Why aren't scientists doing that right now? All
It's
right?
not
Yeah.
physically possible.
Guess what?
What else
Instead,
are they doing?
instead, they're up there with fucking rulers in Antarctic. Like, yeah, it's melting.
I always
Like, it's over. Now get to the fucking broccoli cake.
That was one of my first things that I brought up on my first ever podcast back when it was GOG, where I mentioned
Eyed Peas.
what food, if you could take one food item and make it
Healthy?
super fucking healthy for you, what would it be?
yeah.
Obviously pizza is kind of like
Sure, pizza.
something
100%.
you can eat without getting tired of it, or would you make it like a candy bar or a bag of chips or some shit like that,
100% pizza.
Yeah,
Pizza?
100% Pizza. That's
and have it taste the same way.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, saucy and good.
So we haven't
did.
updated everybody with Steve Aoki pizza.
We
'Cause
haven't yet.
Last time we talked about it on the podcast.
Breaking news about Steve Aoki Pizza.
We have breaking news. It's good. It's good. It's good, Kev. So we ordered it for the office
Yeah.
couple last week or
Yeah.
whatever.
Were you here for this, Tim?
No.
So Andy called an audible, right?
that's right.
You weren't here. He was editing prom. So Andy was like, I tried this new pizza called Aoki Pizza. And he was like, as in Steve Aoki
Devin Aoki.
and Devin Aoki. They have their own pizza place
Who's
now.
Devin Aoki?
The Suki from
Too
Fast and
Fast.
Furious 2.
Sister to
Sister
Steve Aoki.
Devin Aoki.
Thank you,
Yeah.
man. Because when you say Suki, I think True Blood. And I was like, that's Anna
Suki.
Paquin. Now I'm
Suki.
thinking of
Oh,
X-Men,
Suki.
right? Shink.
Sneak,
You picked the
road
wrong
cut.
house, bub. That's Wolverine. That's Hugh Jackman. Now we're thinking of Nicole Kidman. Now we're thinking of Australia. Oh, we got that.
But it's like, but let me just, how do I put this? As if appropriating other people's music and pretending like you're talented wasn't enough for Steve Aoki. I'm joking.
how
I'm just,
familiar are you with
I'm
Steve?
joking. I know he does his own shit. I just still to this day, I don't know why. And I know they work hard and I know they're real musicians. I just don't respect DJs. I just don't do it. I never will. I don't respect
No,
DJs.
that's a question. That's a
I
question.
don't respect DJs and I don't respect people who skateboard over the age of 30.
What about Grimecraft?
Greg Miller. What's that?
What about Grimecraft?
I think we know the answer to this question. I think I've spoken enough about Grimecraft.
Nick, your
over the
story
years.
is very wrong. It was Andy had mentioned it, and then
No, we ordered it.
No, I know. Andy had mentioned it on. I think it was at this podcast.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the podcast that Tim and Greg weren't here. It was me, you, and Barrett. And I was like, over the weekend, I'm always ordering from either Donairo's Pizza or from Pasquale's, or I've experimented with Marina Pizza, which I kind of enjoyed. I liked Marina Pizza. I didn't like Pachi's thin crust. Did not like Pachi's thin crust.
Are you
It could-
following on Instagram Slice of SF yet?
No,
It's awesome.
I got to do that.
He's trying to review every pizza in SF.
Got it.
It's
That's
great.
smart. That's
That's
cool. That's really cool.
fantastic.
Wow. Maybe I should steal that.
Every pizza? Like every flavor at
Every
every,
pizza
place?
place.
Yeah.
Oh, just each place.
He's
gets-
going
okay.
back to other pizza places that he's gone to before and doing different pies.
Oh, I love this.
So then late at night, I see Aoki Pizza pop up. I look into it. It's Steve Aoki's pizza place. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna. I need this, right?
Hell yeah.
And this was like mid. I was streaming late at night. I was like, we're gonna review Steve Aoki's pizza right here, right now. Got a little 12-inch pizza. It was fucking delicious. The sauce was great. It was by far better than any of the other spots.
I'm jealous of this.
We should have eaten it. Oh, you'd eaten.
No, I don't think I was here
You
for
had
it.
eaten already.
All right, eaten already.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. I went out for pizza on Saturday night after we did Tim's
Tim's
birthday
thing.
party. And
Instagram. I said to Kevin, can you throw it up?
Yeah,
I was like, you know what? I've been good. I've been working out a lot, eating healthy.
Fuck that now.
Saturday is my cheat day. I'm gonna go have a couple bourbons, have some fun with my friends. Maybe afterward, go get a couple slices of pizza. Went over to Marina Pizza, which is over on Lombard. There's like 3 or 4 people in line. It's a shit show on a Saturday night in the marina. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a shit show. The 4 drunk ass girls behind me had a conversation that went on way too long about whether or not they should stand in this line or just go to Mel's. And they were like, Mel's is a diner. And then they were like, but we're also here. But then they were like, but Mel's is a diner. And then they were like, but we're also here. And I was like, I'm going to kill all 4 of you. That's what I'm going to do. Non sequitur. Go back to the pizza. I get up to the front of the line. I was like, 2 pieces of pep, just give them to me. I don't need them heated up. And the guy literally goes, I can't do that. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I want cold pizza.
Right now, Nick Scarpino not going to take this well.
No, I was like, I don't understand what you're talking about. He's like, yeah, we got to heat them up. And I was like, you don't have to heat them up. You could literally walk your ass back there, take 2 pieces, put them in the thing. Because here's the thing, right? I'm walking the pizza home anyway. By the time I get it home, it's cold. All you've succeeded in doing is evaporating the sauce from the pizza when you reheat it in the oven. Does that make sense?
Wants the sauce, yeah.
I hate it.
I didn't know that.
They don't put enough sauce. It just dries out the pizza. They already cooked it once.
I could see that.
All they're doing is taking it and putting it in a hot oven again. It's just taking more of the moisture out of it. I get it back. It's gummy. Luckily, I had asked for a side of ranch because I'm a fucking professional. And I dipped the whole thing in the side of ranch. It was fine.
You don't put it
Crisis
back, you don't put
averted.
it in the oven, do a little toast?
That would be 3 times the oven.
Simple evaporation.
By the time he gets home, it's literally just toasted bread.
It's just brown. But so I was disappointed with that because it's hard to get good pizza late
Kevin,
night
you
in
can
my
throw this
neighborhood.
up there for everybody. This is Instagram, Slice of SF. This is the guy who's trying to review every pizza place in
that's
SF.
some
He's on a
fancy
great thing.
pizza.
If you click on that first one, the Square Pie guys one, the image right there, they're giving away a thing here to go to the Square Pie guys soft opening. You need to come up with their slogan. Jen put one in here that she thinks is so good. She cackled at it all dinner last night and then started stumping on Instagram stories, asking people to go there and like it for her. And I was very impressed with my wife. That
What was her thing?
We don't pie around or something like that.
That's fucking dumb.
Maybe the French
There it is.
translation
We don't
is
pie
better.
around. Yeah, she got 46 likes because she was out there trying. How many likes I got, Kevin? Scroll down just a little.
We don't.
Just a little, Kev. Just a little. There
I
you
don't
go.
get. Is it
21
like
likes.
a play on play?
Yeah, we don't play around. We don't pie around, but she's also saying around because it's square pies
And
around.
pie, 3.14.
And I was like, babe, that's
Oh,
too
shit.
smart. That's not
Oh,
gonna
shit.
work.
Now that it's been
That's not gonna-
explained,
that's not
I'm
gonna-
in. I like
Fine,
that.
go like it on Instagram, everybody.
That's
Find
too much
Jen over
work,
there.
Too much work.
I would just say pie hard.
But yeah, Tim, we ended up just ordering the pizza here on a day where like we had a bunch of things to record,
Yeah.
and it came in and it was very good. It was like New York style thin pizza,
Big
but
foldable
it-
slices.
but very good.
It was good.
Very foldable.
It was good.
I didn't
Can't
realize how
recommend.
New York it was because the one that I got was the 12-inch one. So slices are smaller, whatever. But when these slices came in,
It was
holy
the
shit, they're
18-inch.
gigantic.
Yeah.
Where is this located?
I think it's like a pop-up truck. I'm not sure exactly where.
And that's where, Andy, I think, sold me a raw deal. Because he'd come in, oh man, I ordered this pizza last night. It was great. You should try it sometime. I'm like, oh, is it? I didn't know that was out here. He's like, oh, well, it's a pop up. I'm not sure. I'm like, oh fuck. Well, I guess I missed my shot. I'm like, do you know what days it open? Andy, of course. Andy couldn't
got
find
on
his fucking keys in his own house. He's like, I don't know, man.
I said
Fuck.
DoorDash.
He's like, I don't know, man.
I hit a button and it showed up. I don't know how it
Get
works.
Get up
Money,
on
man.
DoorDash, man.
And so then I was like, all right, man, thanks, Andy, for fucking nothing.
I mean,
It's like
Kevin was able to
hey,
find it.
Last night, you know what? I went
That's
out and
'cause
there
it's
was these
pizza.
awesome slugs that
Kevin's
ate all
a
the shit
professional
off my
finding
feet. It was
pizza.
great. And you're like, where? I'm like, I don't remember. What do you do with that information? And so what I did, then we're sitting here and we needed food because, we were doing a million shows. Kevin's like, what if we order Stevie Aoki's pizza? And I was like, there's no possible way that it can happen. Andy said it was a pop-up. And Kevin's like, no, it's real. And I was like, if you can find it, we can do it. And so he did it and found it immediately and we got pizza.
So it's called Pizza Aoki?
Pizza Aoki.
Yeah.
I want to
One
take
word.
a
Pizza
step
Aoki.
back though to Andy's amazing name solution that we just glossed over. Pie Hard
yeah.
is an awesome name for a pizza place.
Easy.
Super easy.
Easy, dude.
And if you do another one, if you have a second one in the city, you call it Pie Hard 2. And then the third one, Pie Hard with a Vengeance.
Yeah.
Yes. Live free or Pie Hard.
Wait, now hold on.
That's amazing. Fuck this business. Let's start a pizza place, guys.
So
Give
wait,
cheese pie hard.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
now Jen was so into it last night and thought she had nailed it. She was challenging me to come up with one better. So I wrote a bunch down.
Okay.
And I had one that I had this. Live square, die now.
What a threat!
Live square, pie hard is actually really good.
Yeah.
That still works. You
Live
know what I
square
mean?
or pie hard.
Yeah.
But that doesn't. That's too many. You're putting too many things. In
Wait,
there.
sorry, what
It's
was
double
yours
mumbo
again?
jumbo. We don't pie around.
We don't pie around.
Oh God!
Again,
okay,
square
'cause
pie,
you're
guys.
square.
It's Detroit style pizza.
Yeah, all right. I'm real late on the uptick there. Still don't love it.
Here,
but okay.
let me give you the rest of mine. All right, it's hip to be square. Live square, dine now. Circle gets the square.
A Hollywood Squares reference.
Circle.
Very timely.
The square root of pie is delicious.
That's good. I like that. I like that.
The square. Oh, I'm sorry. Circles are so 2018. Here's one of my favorite. Right? Here's my favorites. Square dance the night away. We don't beat around the bush. This is when I was like trying to point out.
See, that's what I'm saying. We don't like if she decided we don't mess around or something like that. That makes sense. But it's the pie.
We don't pie around.
When you say we don't pie
They don't
around,
pie around. Their pies are square.
but everyone focuses on the pie. Like, what's the pie
what's the
supposed to
pie
mean?
That's what I was telling.
If you
that's
just
what I was
said we
telling-
don't mess around, then that
That's what I
makes
was telling
sense.
Jen too. I had this one.
We don't, you know.
Stick with
Yeah.
me, all right? Because this is you have to think. On a T-shirt, it would make more sense. We'll be around, and then parentheses, not literally.
I like that one. I
And then I put the
think
one.
outside the circle.
Okay, sure,
mine.
sure.
That's good.
I would
The
say
one I
That's
put
like
up-
think outside the bun.
Well, I got one more. The one
You're
that I
right,
actually
yeah.
posted on the thing was changing the shape of pizza one pie at a time. And Jen's like, it's too long, and I'm like, well, yours. You had to think too hard on, babe. So
Yeah. I want some gold from Nick. I feel like
I am tapped when it comes to creative juices. Thanks largely to the weekend, but no, I like some of those suggestions. I think I had one. It's gone now though. Sorry,
it's okay.
I'll think about it.
just
Pie
trying-
hard, pie hard.
I'm just trying to rhyme.
Live fast, pie hard. Eat fast, dine fast. Deliver fast, pie hard. We're in the brainstorm session.
Right. Chew.
Oh, I was going to say something like square is the new round or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
I was trying to think of like how
Shove this in your
squares have a
mouth.
right angle. So I was gonna be like, we got the right stuff.
We got the right angle.
We got the right angle.
And then parentheses, 4 of them.
What? Okay.
We don't always need
I respect your parentheticals, but we don't. Yeah, we don't need all.
Look great on a T-shirt, Mama.
That's good. The right angle is good.
Yeah. See?
I got nothing today, man. My brain is
It's
just
'cause
like
I'm trying to.
I keep going back to my brain, and my brain's just flatlined the entire day.
Like I was thinking like dare guy square pie. Like I'm trying to rhyme square pie
Dare
with
me to
something
fly, get a square pie.
the old saying.
You think about it. I'm going to enjoy the show. If you didn't know, this is the Kind of Funny podcast each and every week. 4 best friends gather on this table, each coming to talk about their lives in pies, sometimes square, sometimes round. If you like that, go to patreon.com/kindoffunny, where you can get each and every episode early as us recording them right now. Of course, all access that's early comes without ads, and it comes with a pre and post show. That's all on patreon.com/kindoffunny. If you got no bucks tossed our way, though, no big deal. The whole show goes up on youtube.com/kindoffunny, Rooster Teeth, podcast services around the globe. Each and every Friday, it has ads. It doesn't have a pre and post show. Around for good times, pizza flies, you know?
Square pies
You know?
pair lives. Like relationships. You go on a date for pizza.
Okay.
Square pies
Yeah, I'm
pair
still there. I'm
lives.
still there.
Don't be square, but then the don't is like struck through.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
See? So just be square.
Be square.
Yeah, okay,
But you
okay.
need the don't to be crossed out.
Sure.
Rebel shit. We
Sure.
had Cool Greg graffiti the line.
Wow. Housekeeping for you, of course. Kind of Funny Prom is 1 year old and it's up on youtube.com/kindoffunny. Tim killed himself and ruined his eyeballs.
I did.
Editing you this 2-hour video of Kind of Funny Prom. And it's a really good edit. A lot
It's
of
a-
cuts.
it's a banger.
Yeah, I didn't realize we had that many camera angles.
Oh yeah, dude. 9 camera angles.
It's a lot of camera angles, Andy.
Too many.
Too many camera angles. Thank you to our Patreon producers, Mark Starvagi, DJ Kento, Kieran O'Donnell, and Sam Davis. Today we're brought to you by Green Chef and Harry's, but we'll tell you about that later. For now,
Leave a tip for this square.
leave a tip for this.
Like,
guy?
because you have to leave a tip.
Sure,
Why are you saying it like that?
because
A
it's a
tip
song.
to be square.
See, that's why I already said it. That was one of mine. I said hip to
Yeah.
be square. But even when I went to say it, I looked at them. People already said it. People are onto it. You know
You
what
said
I mean?
it's hip to be square,
Yeah.
not it's hipster to be square.
No.
Come on,
No.
San Francisco,
Come on. Dude.
hipster.
I'm
Nobody
gonna
wants
keep. I'm
that.
gonna
Our
keep
hair is
rolling
as
over.
fresh as our pizza.
They both have beards. The owners, Square Pie guys, both have beards.
Of course they do.
A
You
beard.
can't not have a beard if you live in San Francisco.
It's true. They just
It's a law.
kind
It's a
of throw
law.
it on you when you walk.
Pretty
right
sure
through the
Joey's
door.
hiding hers. We don't know where.
And Cool Greg.
And Cool Greg. Cool Greg almost had a beard for a while. He had that weird ginger beard.
Yeah. When that's his 5 o'clock shadow, though. So he looks rough with it.
Oh my God, Kevin.
He's delicate with it.
Did you see over the weekend where somebody photoshopped a lot of us as Milk Mommy?
I did.
And made these
I don't wanna
weird
talk about
amalgamations, these
Good.
weird, terrible morphs of us. This was like a week and a half ago or whatever.
Yeah.
And we showed a lot of them, right? But then people were asking, where's Joey? Where's Cool Greg? Where's Fran? Where's Andrea, right? And they photoshopped it in. And it might be hard to find, Kevin.
I'll try.
I would love for you to try to find it because the one of Cool Greg and Kevin, it doesn't even look like, it just looks like a real person because it was such a good shot where, you know, Kevin's doing the Milk Mommy face and the lighting's hitting him at a certain angle, but they grabbed a photo of Cool Greg where he's wearing his cap. So he's wearing the cap and it's like the top half of Cool Greg, but like the shade is kind of covering his eyeballs. And it's really unsettling. Like, this guy did a really fucking bang-up job. It's going to be really hard to find. So.
I don't like the one that was of me.
Oh, the one of you was horrible.
Why did it look like a baby?
Yeah.
Like I looked like
I don't know if anybody can look good being the Milk Mommy.
hideous looking baby.
The one of Bear looked like a naked
no, the
mole
Andy
rat.
one looked like a person.
What, the one with Andy and Kevin?
Yeah.
No, it just looked like Kevin with a mustache. It was great. And I told Kevin, we talked offline. I was like, you've got to shave the beard, keep the mustache, put a camera on, and wait in the middle
Say
of
it
your
the right
room.
way, Nick.
What's that?
What's he need to keep?
Shave the mustache. No, keep the mustache.
Thank you.
Shave the beard. Sit in the middle of your room. Wait for Paula to come home.
Oh no!
I want a camera. I want 5 cameras in that room. I want all of it captured because I want to see her guttural reaction to Kevin with his greased back, amazing hair, and just that that mustache, that stinky mustache. You know?
God damn it!
Nick, you remember my response, right?
You said, "Yeah, Nick, you're awesome at everything you do."
No, I said
Oh, then I misremembered this.
when I shaved the beard, I left the mustache.
I know, and I said, Kevin,
got to
that's
see it
how
already.
did you not come in with that for us for your bachelor party?
we go.
There it is.
Oh my god!
Look at the
Him and Joey are amazing.
Doesn't Barrett look like Barrett looked like a failed experiment?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I hadn't seen this.
But like, see,
Yeah.
Oh
look
my
at the one
God,
of me.
what
like,
is that Barrett photo?
It looks like a failed like they were trying to grow a human.
I hate it.
It didn't
I
work
hate
out.
it.
Andy looks-
Everything grew except for the front part of his
Yeah.
face.
Oh, I
that just
hate
concaved
this.
in,
I
like when
hate
you
this
when a
so much.
souffle burns.
Wait,
So where's the Cool Greg
Where's
one?
the Cool Greg one?
It was a separate one because he sent us this and we all laughed and reacted or whatever. Look down because he may have or just look at his.
I'm gonna look at his page in a
I
second.
guess click his profile. Yeah,
Jesus.
Oh my
gosh.
god.
Horrific.
yeah.
That
if you click
is-
his profile,
hold on,
I'm
so
sure
that
it's
is- that is
under like
something-
media.
Jesus Christ.
Horrible.
I hate this.
I hate it.
I hate that.
He did a spectacular job with the blending.
No, they're
there.
really well done.
Is this what blew out your eyes, Tim?
Maybe. Jeez.
Oh yeah, just go to his media.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
It's hip to be square. Hip to be square. We're still looking if you're an audio.
Oh, there it
There
is.
it is.
Oh my God. Oh my
Very
God.
elongated.
Does this not look like the cousin you don't want to hang out with? Like at a fucking Christmas dinner?
Jesus
wow.
God.
I hate it.
That's the Andrea reaction right there if you're an audio listener.
This is the
Oh
best.
my
Enough.
god.
What's the,
This is the
wait, hold on. His
best.
Twitter is twitter.com/
Rafe Munz.
RAFEMUNZ. Hit him up and
Rafe is
just
the
tell
best.
him, Jesus God.
He's
why?
been back like almost every week for Photoshop challenge.
He's
I respect
One.
that.
Just
Go
still
back to the
throws
Fran
me
one
off.
for a second.
We've got some killers on.
I didn't
Photoshop
get enough
challenge.
time to appreciate why is Fran's face so big compared to everyone else's. Look at that mustache, man.
No.
That thing has girth.
Yeah, he's got a girthy mustache. I've been trying to get him to grow it out because I think it looked really cool.
I don't know about that.
So, Tim,
Yes,
this is a big episode.
it is.
This is your first time being a 30-year-old.
I am 30 years old.
30
now.
over
Everything's
30.
changed, man. My eyes are going.
You're an
My
old
face
man.
is going.
How's it feel?
Burns.
Not the burn. I mean,
No.
like it being 30.
I mean, that shit doesn't matter.
Yeah?
At all.
Were you
Yeah.
hung up on it at all?
No, not at all.
No?
Yeah.
It's just way less cool to, like, I'm in my early 30s. Like, you just feel less
It is.
cool.
It is less cool. I was talking to my friend yesterday who was 31, and she was saying that like 31's when it really changes because when you take surveys, you're in a different category.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, you're still in the 25 to 30 category. I'm like, fuck. That makes a lot
That's
of
so
sense.
true, yeah.
Like the first time I'm gonna have to check that, it's gonna be like, oh, that's a bummer.
I mean, I feel like there are certain. I feel like I'm used to seeing age 18 to 25, and then like 26 to 34 or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, so maybe I got a couple more years.
Yeah, you got a few.
Well, it's
more
different, I
years,
think, for
man.
every survey. I think every
Yeah,
survey
I guess
has
you're
actually
right.
different
I guess you're right.
information. It's not like there's a universal survey
guess you're right.
foundation going out there making all this
Everybody
shit.
has the same sort of the same number ranges.
Hey
Yeah.
Tim, how many people in the one day that you've been like over 30 have already told you you're not under 30 anymore?
Many tweets.
You brought that
Come my
upon
way.
yourself.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know.
It's true.
Yeah.
I can't help but
That's
think,
not how it
as a non
works.
sequitur, that maybe you burned your eyeballs a little bit with the sun.
No, the burn was before
You can't
that.
burn eyeballs.
You can.
Nah.
I'm trying to figure,
It happened before that.
trying
Though.
to figure you out.
Yeah.
Trying to figure your
Trying to get
skin
to the
out.
bottom of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you wearing sunglasses the whole day?
No.
Yeah, man, we got to use sunglasses, a hat,
Movement.
the whole.
He has sunglasses. He's
has a
got
hat?
a hat.
We need you in the fucking radiation suits from
Yeah.
Chernobyl,
Yeah.
dude.
I
Yeah.
get it, man.
Those didn't work out that well for them.
No,
A lot of people died.
no.
Yeah, I think I'll survive.
be fine.
I'm not too worried.
By the time you get to
about all of
Austin,
it.
it'll be
Tim, I
faded
think so
just enough
too.
for you to get another one.
Yeah.
Another burn.
Oh, yeah, that's a great point.
No, but this could just be the skin that's sort of growing in. Like this skin will you'll get used to this skin, and then Austin will kind of.
Shed it.
Yeah, because I feel like if you're like this right now, then you're kind of prepared going into Austin, as opposed to like being fresh faced going into Austin, which will be, I think, like a million times worse for you.
This is like a minor inconvenience. This is the type of thing where it's like, I wish that my job wasn't me on camera, because then people wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
I'd be able to go about my life, and they'd be people on the streets would be like, "Well, that's a pink man."
Yeah.
That'd be it. You know
Maybe
what I
he's
mean?
just really
I think
embarrassed
it's
about
just
something.
the fact that we keep calling it out that really drives it home. Because at least you have color, and because I'm like you, just a big old white guy.
Big
and
old
so
white
like
guy.
I just burn. You know what I mean?
Emphasis
like
on
the thing. Big old white guy.
Big old bunch of
and
white.
I just burn. So like
Yeah.
I look at you and I don't think, oh, he's sunburned. I think, oh, he got some color. He went outside.
You go out a lot though. Like yeah, you know, you're doing the bike stuff.
Sure.
You're.
But I got sunburned this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, don't you see? I have color too. Huh? Look at me, everybody.
I mean, not really.
I know it's not terrible though. That's the thing.
See, I got this.
My body
shine
eats it
going
up and
on.
spits it out. You know what I mean? You should have seen all the pink poops I was taking.
Is that a result of a sunburn?
That's
Little
spitting it
fecal,
out.
little
That's
bit-
taking it.
fecal
The
flakes.
poop is like, I'm burned. I'm sunburned too.
Greg, check this out. I got something for you in my ass. Come look at it.
No, that's how I get a fecal.
That's
So we
weird.
celebrated your 30th birthday, Tim.
The best
In
way.
a very special way. It was
Imaginable.
all thanks to Nick, and Joey helped set up a lot too and shit like
And
that.
shout out to Gia for it. So
Gia.
Gia reached out to me like I think a month ago, maybe a little less, and was like, I got this great idea for Tim's birthday. I need your help with it. And I was like, sure, anything. What do you want? She goes, I want to throw him a roast. And I was like, I was lying before. I am 100% in now.
Yeah.
Like before I was just going to be like, sure, I'll help. Like put some, I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah.
This is going to be a great idea. But like, it's always weird when you're thinking about roasting people. Cause like you have to be a little insulting. And I'm like,
Not a little, a lot.
yeah, a
the
lot.
whole point.
And I'm like, Tim's tough. Tim will take it.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm like, could I take this? And then I'm like, no, no, I can't. I won't be able to. So we reached out to Ocean Java first. They were booked, unfortunately. But then I remembered that the people at my friend Marty runs a show at Hollow Cow, which is that has that little back room. So we reached out to them and they got back to us immediately. We started putting it together.
Venue was
It
amazing.
was really fun, right?
What a cool. Did it not remind you of The Last of Us E3?
Oh my
venue?
god, yeah.
That's what the first thing I thought of. I was like, wow, that place was so fucking cool, dude.
If you've never seen it, but you've seen Last of Us thing, it was a big like open barn kind of space with just this lesbian walking around, just making out.
Yeah, make it out. That was great.
No, but it had all these skylights and like it had like a peaked roof like that barn in Last of Us.
Yeah.
2.
So yeah, Gia put obviously the invites together, and I spent a solid 3 days on the artwork for the poster and the
Killed it.
banner.
Yeah,
It
I
looked
fucking
incredible.
I just,
loved it.
I was just like, I bet Tim's gonna see this and he's gonna know that this is the thing that
This
took
was
longest.
Nick.
So winding it back to your side of it, what do
Yeah.
you know, Tim? It's your birthday. It's your
So-
30th birthday. What does Gia tell you's happening?
I knew. Let's see. I proposed to her. I don't know if anybody knew that. That I did in.
I think 40,000 people do on YouTube.com.
There you go. In February was when I did that. And as soon as that happened, as soon as that kind of cooled down, she was like, "I just want to let you know, I know what I'm doing for your 30th birthday, and it is like my counter." Proposal. Like I'm going all out in the same way you did with this. It's like I'm gonna fucking get you.
And what
I
did
was
you
like,
think
cool.
immediately?
Immediately, I was like, I have no idea what she's talking about, and I'm like, I'll worry about that when
I'll forget about it,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like whatever. And then as time started getting closer to my birthday, we've been super busy. My life's been insane the last month, so I have had no time to think about it. And people would be asking me like, "Oh, what are you doing for your birthday?" I'm like, I don't know. Talk to Gia. She's planning something. That's all I know.
Hell yeah, fuck. I'm glad we're your friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk to Gia. Oh,
Well, I mean, because I knew she was planning something.
I know. I'm
Right.
joking around.
Yeah. And on top of that, like I was saying earlier when I got sunburned, like my other friend's birthday was celebrating his birthday on my birthday.
And that's
So
a
it
dick
was like,
move. You know?
No, but I mean, it's the same.
Which friend
group's
was
of
it?
Friend Brandon.
What a dick.
He's the fighter.
Yeah, I know who he is.
he
That's
was
why you
right.
can't. That's why you can't say it, because you know he'll fight you.
Yeah,
He'll never see me again.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
I don't know about that, but
He coming to the wedding?
what? Yeah,
Fuck. Sure coming.
yeah. Anyways,
you're dead.
I didn't know exactly what she was gonna do, and like I had so many other things I was thinking about that I wasn't worried about it. Plus, I was editing prom for the last week, so even the week leading into it, I was like, she told me that I didn't need to worry. I would just need to sit there. I don't need to go anywhere and do anything.
Right.
She's like, trust me, I know what you want for your birthday, so you're not gonna need to like travel or anything.
Sure.
She's like, just be ready to go at 7:50 on Saturday. We'll get an Uber. And you won't need to worry about it. I'm like, I can do all that. So I literally hit export on prom at about 7:30, got in the shower, and then left. So it was like, it all came right down to the wire. So I had no time to think about it.
perfect.
At all. So it was like a legitimate surprise. And we were in the Uber over there. She's like, what do you think it is? And I was like, making a bunch of guesses. And I was also kind of like stopping because I was like, I just want to
wanna think about it. I don't wanna think about it.
I'm like, this is the first time I'm ever genuinely
Let me
going to
take
be
this
surprised
ride.
by this. I was like, let me just experience it. But then at some point she was like, if you were throwing your own 30th birthday, what would you do? And I was like, I would throw myself a roast. Like I would roast the shit out of myself. Because a long time ago, the thing that gave her the idea for this was years ago. I was like, I want to roast Fran for his
Oh
birthday.
God, I'd still love to do that.
Because that would be so
I want
fucking
to roast
funny.
Fran just for an episode of KFAF. Let's just
I
bring
wanted
him
to
here
get,
when we
like,
make
I
fun
want
of
to
him.
drive by Fran on the street and push him down.
Hell yeah.
They want to run over him.
No, that's too far.
I wanted to get a bunch of like industry people that know Fran and
Oh,
love to
God,
make fun
that'd
of
be the
Fran
best.
to get together and just talk shit about Fran because we all love it so much. But then I missed that. I think I wanted to do it for his 35th birthday like years ago. Missed that. And then as I was talking to Gia, she was like, yeah, okay, like, hey, but calm down. Like, you know, I have something planned for you. Don't get all excited because I was getting really excited. I was like, we can do it for Nick. His 40th birthday's coming up. Like, holy shit, this is awesome. She's like, okay, stop. Let's take things one step at a time. I'm like, all right. We started talking about a bunch of other shit. So I didn't expect it to be that at all. Even though I directly talked to her about it, I was like, she's not capable of doing this for me. This is my brilliant plan.
Yes.
And then when I got there and it was like a big surprise, like everyone was in the room, I was just like, all right, cool. A bunch of people are here. Like, that's awesome. I'm like, Andy's out? What? We got
Yeah.
Andy
I
out?
know, I know,
Nick's
right?
wife,
Yeah.
Dee was there?
Yeah, Dee was
I was
there.
like, holy shit, this is cool. I feel loved. But I was also like, all right, this is weird. Like, Gia really blew this out for
just having a party at a bar.
Have party at a bar. Like, all right. So even then, I wasn't thinking about it. And then we were talking for a second, and Fran came up and was
Fucking
like,
Fran.
Fucking Fran.
Fran
I
was
saw
like-
this happen live.
Fran was
no.
like, oh, what's up with the camera? And then Nick was like, hella mad. It was just like,
Because fucking Fran, right? Let me just vent for a second.
I didn't know this.
Fran was in the office last
He
week.
doesn't know that it's a roast yet. Fran was just like,
No, but
hey,
he
you
knows
even brought
something's
the
happening.
camera.
And fucking Fran last week, I was like, yeah, we're doing a surprise roast for Tim on Saturday. And he goes, oh, that's right. I got the invite, blah, 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 right? And I was like, I'm like, would you like to be one of the roasters? And he goes, well, you know, and then he fucking just left, right? Then
Is he talking Morse code?
it's Fran language, right? And then like maybe 30 minutes before I'm about to leave for the venue, Fran's like, hey, if you still need people to roast, I might be able to pull something together. And I'm like, no, you're good, Fran. Just show up to the thing.
Yeah.
Surprise, twofold. One, it's a surprise party. But then I was like, no, that's not, because see, that's going to take Tim down the level. He's not going to understand.
Exactly.
Then we're going to the roast.
It was brilliant.
I hid the camera in plain sight. It was perfect.
Yeah.
No one would have ever seen it.
I didn't see it until Fran pointed it out directly. And
I swear
looked
to
at him
God. I was like,
"All right."
Fran.
And Nick got so mad, and immediately I'm like, oh shit, all right. So I tried to like de-escalate the situation, just being like, whatever.
I mean, I wasn't like legit mad. I was just like, Fran, you
but it was
boner.
like, you fucking idiot. But like at that point, I was like, all right, there's more to this. Like
Yeah.
that's all that I knew. But then I just kept talking to people, and it felt like it was like 5 minutes went by, and then Nick was like, all right, everyone sit down. We're going to do this. And that's when I realized that there was a banner that was being covered and 2 seats. One of the seats had my cape from KFL,
Which I forgot to put on the entire time. Sorry. I was a little drunk by the time this started.
I'm happy I didn't have it. I liked my outfit. But I saw that, and but I missed that. I was there for 30 minutes.
Again, the genius of hiding in plain sight.
just
Thankfully,
didn't see
Fran
it.
didn't walk over and go, hey, what's underneath this thing? Oh, God.
Kevin, that video I sent you, if you have it.
I got it.
But yeah, I had no idea. And then it wasn't until I sat down and you was like, well, here, is this the intro?
Yeah,
Like,
I have the actual reveal here.
Why isn't it audio? Give me 2 seconds.
No problem. Kevin's making the audio work. This is something I did on the fly.
We got it.
He's turning it up. Yeah.
Gia wanted to throw you something special tonight for your big 30th birthday. But it's you, right? We can't just throw you a 30th birthday party. Do you understand that? That wouldn't be the Tim Gettys way, right?
I hate that it's him. I hate that it's Nick with the mushroom.
I know. So Gia asked, she reached out to me and she said, Nick, I've got this great idea. Because I love Tim so much. Instead of throwing him a 30th birthday party, Gia, do you mind taking this down real quick? We want to throw Tim Gettys a 30th birthday roast.
You can see it in my eyes right there. When I realized.
Gia wanted to throw
I
you
had no
something
idea.
special.
Like, if I'm being completely honest, at that point, when you guys were doing all this, I was like, what the fuck are they about to make me do? Like, I thought that I was going to have to do something.
God, no, we know you. We know you.
I got stressed about it. I was just like, oh, fuck, I don't want this to
I'm
be
gonna
here.
be there. They want me to do a dance move or some
do
bullshit.
some
yeah.
shit, you know? I'm like,
That's
oh.
awesome. That's
I didn't know
fucking
what
great.
it was.
Yeah.
But I did not
So when you found out it was a roast, were you like, thank God I can just drink and laugh?
I was so stoked. That, I mean, honestly, I feel like I might be, like, it's, everyone that knows me can understand that this is a dream for me.
Oh, yeah. It's an hour and a half of people just talking about you.
Just talking about me, but making fun of me.
Yeah.
It's like, I love it.
It's so
I think
fun.
it's so funny. And everyone was so good.
Yeah,
That was the thing that was the crazy thing about it, is that everyone was so good. That's afterwards when we were done, we were talking about it of like, you know, Gia's friend got up, Gia's mom got up, and we
Yeah.
were all like, you know, like there was the varying levels of like, all right, how much is this person on camera or not camera? But then for people who like, we don't even know you, and I'm pretty sure you're not on camera, to get up and kill it, you're like, oh fuck.
It was amazing. There was about 10 people total. And my favorite part was I didn't know who was going to come up
Yeah.
next.
Yeah.
Like, it was never clear, like, the order of what was going on, or like people get called up and I was just like, oh no. Like when Gia's friend Shay got called up, I
yeah.
was like, oh god, she's about to fucking she's not gonna be nice. She's gonna like, god damn it.
She did, but she did a really good job.
She did great. I mean,
good.
literally every single person did such a good job. Like, my friend Rochelle went up, would have never called that in the world.
Yeah.
I did think that my friend Curran was gonna go up, but
I asked
he's a punk
Curran
ass
beforehand, and he was like, nah.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I'm like, come on.
He got
You know the
scared
stories,
out from the
you know?
pressure though, because like he was just like, you guys are all so good, like they're all gonna be funnier than me. Or
I
whatever.
know, yeah.
But everyone else that got up was awesome. Like,
yeah, but
so
like I just think that like you don't have to be funny if you have the stories, because like he has those childhood stories that like Gia's mom had a lot of stuff that like, hey, I'm not telling a joke, I'm just telling you a funny thing about Tim.
I was
that's
pointing out how stupid Tim is.
yeah, it's so great.
I loved hers. Yeah, hers is fantastic.
Yeah, she was so good. John Drake was amazing.
John Drake
Yeah.
was so good.
I feel like there was a really good. It was a good show. Like, I wonder if somebody that really understands production put this on.
It's very strange, very strange.
Because it was a very tight show. It felt like the entire thing was funny. Like, it sounded like the audience was into the whole thing.
They liked it a lot.
And I think opening with you and closing with Gia was like a perfect kind of like just
End
Okay.
cap.
yeah, book cap to the whole thing. Because it like yeah, whatever. Yeah.
End cap, book cap.
whatever.
Cap.
It just felt really, really good, and I just thought that like the energy was great, and everyone was so fucking funny. I can't wait to see it again. And it was so good.
Well, luckily we filmed.
Andy
killed.
you were just like, I think just the overall funniest at like saying fucked up shit, but you got to the core of the joke.
Andy's joke, because I just cut some stuff for tomorrow's KFAF. Andy's joke about Jen and Greg was so good.
So good. When
So
Andy got up
good.
there and started, and I was like, this fucking
Motherfucker.
overachiever doesn't have notes. He memorized his act. Fuck him. That's
no,
when I was
man.
like, fuck you.
I knew the threads, right? I knew like, and I'm horrible with remembering shit, which is why there were several times where I talked slowly to remember the next part or whatever. Because I had like an outline of what I wanted to say, and like, you know, I'm gonna start with this, and I'm slowly gonna end with this. But I think Greg had probably like my two favorite jokes, and then Jared had, I think, like one really fucking good one. Yeah, I thought everybody kicked ass. It was so fucking good, dude.
Jared was the only person that when he started saying something, I cringed so hard and was like, oh no, he's really about to do this right now.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is the most embarrassing thing of my fucking life. And it
then
ended
you
up
stood
not
by
being, it ended up not being that bad.
No,
But-
he had a lot of great jokes about our company.
Yeah.
You know,
That's why I love John Drake, because he came in and just ripped everyone apart.
Yeah.
He has been waiting for this moment forever. He's just like, I have to be with Andrea. Dealing with these motherfuckers.
Check this out. In the Facebook group, Gia puts out the invite, and then the first comment from John Drake, he was like, I have never clicked accepted. I've never clicked accept on anything quicker in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Talk
this
shit
is.
about
I
you
feel like
guys.
this is one kind of funny event that John Drake actually wanted to go to.
He
Yeah.
was so good. He was so fucking funny.
Yeah, he was really good.
And obviously, shout out to Gia. She, like, I'm so proud of her for actually making this happen. Like, she gave me a birthday that I would actually want, which I think is very impressive because I hate that type of shit.
But
She really killed it.
I'm really bummed out. I had one line that I forgot. I had a couple of things that I just kind of glossed over that I forgot, which is why I should have fucking had notes. One of them was, Tim, a month ago, you got a bad haircut, and I couldn't fucking tell. I was going to say, and the other one was, we have a gaming podcast with a host who doesn't play games. We have an entertainment podcast with a guy who has horrible taste in things and just watches Franklin and Bash every day. And we have a tech guy. Around, and things are always broken. Greg, realistically, how long do we have? This is going to be like a bigger commentary in our company.
My favorite joke you made, like, I forgot the way you phrased it, so you say it, but the 230 one.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. so I thought of that one as you made that joke. When you made a 30 over 30 joke, 30 under 30 joke, I immediately thought of it because I forgot what joke you said about Tim.
His eyes.
The blue eyes.
Oh yeah, about how your
Like,
eyes.
it was a devastating one. Like, Nick and I had been in the office talking about how hard we wanted to go, and then on the day of how hard we wanted to go. And when
Yeah.
Nick give the blue eyes one.
I said Tim really loves his baby blue eyes, if you didn't know, which makes sense because the eyes are the only part of your body that can't gain weight.
And it was like, and you went first. So that was your first joke, but that was one of them where it's like,
That
that
set
set
the-
the, all right, that's where we're at. That's where we're at.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I had to preface it. I had to add qualifiers. I was like, look, I want to tell a weight gain joke, Tim, but it's okay because I've been gaining weight too. Like, I
And
understand.
literally, Andy said that, and I opened my notes and put my fat joke about Andy back into my notes.
I just said, Tim, 30, let's keep it under 230 or something like that.
Yeah.
I forgot what the exact
that's so
phrasing was.
So funny.
30 under 230.
I read that
Something
joke
like
to my wife. I was like, I'm like, Tim will take it, right? And that was the one joke where she was like, I think
The
you should
look
not
on
do
your
that.
face of just like, it was such a Michael Scott like.
But I locked eyes. Basically, once I started saying the joke, this is how you always feel, right? Once you're in, you're like, okay,
Yeah,
you're in
man.
the fucking pocket,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm going 5 by 5. And I looked over at Greg. I was like, I want to see what Greg says. It wasn't even about Tim. I was like, I want to see Greg react to this. And your eyes just widened for
It
a
was so
second.
good.
It was,
so
that was
good.
the point, though.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I wouldn't want you guys to be nice and half-ass it. Like, I feel like it was the perfect blend
Well,
of different styles.
Andy reminded me of sort of what the roast really is supposed to be about because he was running his stuff by me last week, and he was like, all of my stuff is going to be about Tim, but it's really going to be subtle digs at everyone else. And I was like, that's right. That's what roasts are. It's not just about the person because I haven't seen a roast in fucking
John
forever.
Drake did like kind of the prototypical.
Yeah,
roast,
or you
like,
go around the room and roast
so-and-so's
everyone.
here and blah blah blah.
Exactly.
You know, yeah.
And that to me made it a lot more fun because then I could like
Yeah, yours is good.
spread the fun out with everyone else, kind of be a little insulting across the board. And I think once we do that, it just
I just like that everyone was different because, you kind of did that, Drake kind of did that, but then a lot of other people just went only at me. But then, like, Makuga, I don't even want to spoil what Makuga did.
ridiculous.
You'll watch it in the video when
Completely
it's
ridiculous.
live. But, like, he was great, you know, and I feel like everyone just had such varied things. And then Gia's mom came up with the most mom energy of all time.
God,
but then,
that's
like,
so
so quickly, like, went in. It was like, I'm so sweet. No, I'm fucking not.
My favorite part of the mom thing was when she's like, "Well, everybody knows Tim is a cancer," and Nick and you had it wasn't you.
I made the joke
You already
about you.
made the joke of me being a cancer to the company, and so when Gia's mom said, everybody's like, "Oh," and you gave it like 3 more references of as a cancer. You're finally like, she means astrology. She doesn't mean
Just to
I'm a
be clear.
cancer.
So
You know,
fucking
I
funny.
thought the thing I laughed at so hard. It may have been because I was a couple of Moscow Mules in, but she mentioned, I'm listening to one of their podcasts, and they start talking about, would you rather have a
Size penis.
penis or
Or
a
penis-sized
penis-sized
nipple.
nipples? And I ask myself, how could they possibly talk about this for 30 more minutes? But we figured it out.
We're masters of our craft. You know what I mean?
I will say the one thing that Greg got up and started immediately talking about your future mother-in-law and how hot she is.
It was all, that was all off the cuff.
And I was like, how did I? It's one of those moments, you know, where you hear someone
You're
say something and you go,
disappointed in yourself.
why didn't I come up with that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
my
yeah.
thing. Okay.
Yeah. The same thing with John Drake, where I forgot a line in mine where I took a dig at everybody except for Cool Greg and Joey. I was going to go, Cool Greg, Joey, I like you guys. You guys are cool. And like that was going to be that thing.
Yeah.
But John Drake did that thing where he goes, Cool Greg's here as well. Cool Greg, I got nothing to say about you. You're fucking cool as shit. Like that was like
fun.
one of my favorite lines
That's
of the
fun.
night.
That was when
Greg Miller's fucking take. He had 2 jokes about Cool Greg that I fucking lost.
and
it
both
for.
of those are the ones that Jen was like, I don't know. Don't make fun of
I
Cool Greg.
laughed
Don't make
so
fun of Cool
hard.
Greg.
But it's contextual. We get it. You got to tell him right now. You got to do it.
Actually,
Is that me living in San Francisco?
Oh,
one?
shit. Well, I'll just
Oh God, that was a good joke.
I got them all. I got them all written down. I give you the whole thing.
It's about how you wanted to
Because you're
raise.
cracking it. You're. So the idea here, right, is you're cutting it up for KFAF.
So everyone watching right now, tomorrow I'm gonna put half of my set, half Andy's set, and half of Greg's set as a quick like 10-minute piece for KFAF tomorrow, and then that's gonna give me about another week to get the full thing together that we'll try to put out next week, probably next Tuesday. That's the goal. So tomorrow you'll be able to see at least some of the jokes we're talking about here, and then next week if you like it, you can come back and watch.
When I think of Tim, I think of the word loyalty. I mean, look at how loyal he is to SF. He refuses to even think about buying a house that's not in the city of San Francisco because he wants his kids to grow up in SF. And look at SF success stories like Cool Greg, Kevin Coelho, and James Burke, and you have to ask why. There are better school districts, I assure you, somewhere in the area.
And then the other Cool Greg one.
That's a walk, but I'll do it for you, all right? You want me to do that?
I feel like it makes sense.
Sure,
given
of
my
course. I know.
visual look right
So
now.
I was like, I did a whole thing of like, now I'm into lightning rounds. So these were just like similar to what you're talking about. You're one of just like, hey, just a statement, right? Like a quick statement. My final one that goes into this then is this. Tim's getting sunburned right now. And then it's we gotta laugh at that. Seriously, have you ever seen a man this white? Tim's so white that if a movie is too bright, he'll burn. Tim's so white that I got a sunburn today and I'm worried he'll contract it. Tim's so white he has to wear long sleeves on Sundays. Sunday. And it got exactly what I wanted. Everybody booed me. Everybody's booed me. The worst joke of the night. And I go, all right, I'm gonna win you back with this one. Tim's so white, Cool Greg doesn't want to hang out with him. And that I had another one, and then I went into I was like, fuck, that should have been my end.
That was great.
so fucking
It was
funny,
so fucking
dude.
good. That slayed.
So fucking good.
That was a great night, and it was such a great idea.
awesome,
but it was like I think Jen said on the way home, or maybe the next morning, of like it was. It was like the next morning because we went into that and had a beautiful, great Sunday together. And she was like, it felt like the season finale to a TV show.
Yeah.
And I was like, a little anticlimactic. And she's like, well, no, something happened to Andy and it was a cliffhanger. I was like, okay, cool. Then after. But it was like we were all together. We were all so happy. And it was that thing of like, when I had been thinking about it, I thought we were still going to Ocean Ale House for the longest time.
Yeah.
And so like when it was like, oh no, we're going to this other place. I was like, oh, okay. So in my head, it was like us up there doing it for our friends, but then also being a bunch of strangers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So to get into this like private Last of Us Part 2 barn, it was like, oh my God, this is going to be so much fun. And
The venue
everyone
looked amazing,
Yeah.
man.
That really worked out, and shout out to Nicole over at Hollow Cow. Like, they did a great job putting that together. What's crazy is I was like, we're in the marina on a Saturday night. I expected those doors to open because what they wanted, she was like, look, you guys can stay there till about 10:30, but I'm worried that you'll get noise complaints from the neighbors, so we have to move you in if you guys are going to be too rowdy.
Yeah.
And so I was like, that's why when I wrapped the show up around 10:15, I was like, okay, everyone, let's get in the other room. I think I said we got noise complaints.
Yeah.
I misspoke. What I meant was I'm worried that we're going to get noise
got us
complaints.
moving.
Let's get everyone into the other room. But like I had this gut check moment where I was like, oh fuck, we're in a bar in the marina on a Saturday night. It's gonna be packed in there.
Yeah.
And the doors open. There was no one in there. I was
there.
like,
We own it,
yes,
right?
Dude.
this is
Awesome.
perfect. And then of course, Gia brought that amazing
do we have a-
burrito shaped cake.
Did anyone tweet a photo of the cake? I think you
I have photos
I have a
of it.
bunch of photos.
Send them to Kevin to put up because that cake needs to be
I
seen.
think it's
was
on
amazing.
Instagram too. Give me a
Was it?
second.
Yeah. I know I saw somebody else put it up.
Yeah, the cake. I was blown away by the cake. I was like, that's so cool.
It was fun. It
Real
was
quick,
really good.
just from my point of view, that everybody got their phone out to look for the cake photo. Nick opens it up. It's an Instagram story about
was like, I'm
Steve-O.
done.
He just closes his phone.
Yeah, I was like, I don't need it. I'm sorry.
The breaking news on what's happening
That
with
was
Steve-O.
it.
Yeah, I'd never been to Hollow Cow, and they got wing
Great
deals. I didn't eat wings there, and then by the time I was ready for wings, they were closed. So Andy and Alex and me and Jen went over to
Wing Wings.
yeah.
I've only been there a couple times because my friend Marty, shout out to
Any
Marty
accents,
Cunny,
Andy?
over at F-Bomb Comedy, loaned me all the gear, and then Josh God bless him in his drunken stupor, somehow dropped the light on his own head and smashed the light.
Holy
which was
shit,
great.
really? I didn't know that.
Oh, it was a little tiny, like one of those like Pixar lights that we had hung for spotlights.
Yeah,
so I had to go around the next day and try to find another bulb. This was like $2 for another bulb at the hardware store. Not a big deal. But Josh was like, I'm going to help you out. And I'm like, okay,
Please
all
don't,
right.
please
I was
don't,
like,
Mr.
Josh,
McCougar.
I was like, maybe you can wrangle cords for me. He goes, okay. And he immediately turns and pulls a cord and a light just comes down on his head. I'm like, you know what? We're going to sit you out for now. We're going to sit you out for the rest of the time.
All right. Here's
Hold
what.
on,
Here,
yeah. Give me 2 seconds.
All
There
right.
it is. I'm just gonna do this one. The other one.
Okay, fine.
That's gorgeous.
Here you go. Yeah, look at this.
So that's a cake.
Gia made or didn't make. She had made a burrito cake.
That's brilliant.
It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
Was the tinfoil edible too?
No.
Okay.
I think it was just
Oh,
bread
just tinfoil.
By the time
the
I got
chips,
over
I
there,
think.
we had housed this thing.
It was good.
I got a slice of it, but
I didn't eat any of it. That's the craziest thing is normally people get cake and it's like people don't eat cake. You know what I mean? Some, like a couple people get a plate, but it's
all
usually
hammered.
everyone passes and shit. This cake was gone. People were trying to go back for more and there wasn't any left.
Yeah.
And this thing was huge.
Yeah.
And
I'm impressed.
Shout out to my wife who loves cake more than you'll ever imagine. Weddings, oh my gosh, she thinks about this cake. She stays up the night before thinking, is the cake gonna be good? The cake better be good. So saw this cake and was like, I'm taking point on cutting this thing. Like I put it down, I was like, babe, she goes, I got it. Walked over, was like, we need plates, we need silverware right now, and I need a big knife. And like I just looked over, she was like chopping it up, but she had a piece like clearly set aside for herself. Yeah, she enjoyed herself.
Good for her.
It was fun.
No, it was honestly one of the most fun nights of my life. I loved it. Thank you all for making it awesome and like really putting in work because that shit was hilarious.
It was a blast. It was our
also, I
pleasure.
showed up.
You showed up, dude. I was so impressed. Like that was a big thing.
And more importantly, he didn't try to get out of it.
Yeah.
Like he did the RTX comedy night like 5 times.
Yeah.
You got enough people after that. You got enough people. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
but
no,
I will
it's-
say I told Joey the day before, like as we're leaving. No. I think when was it? It was Saturday. So Friday night, I'm like, all right, Joey, see you tomorrow. And I'm walking out, like I walked back in. I was like, man, Joey, I just really don't want to go. Because here's the thing. It's I love you, Tim, and it's your birthday, but it's this dumb thing in my head where it's like, if I have something to do at 9 o'clock on a Saturday, my brain thinks that like, oh, I can't do anything today. Because all of Saturday is just going to be left getting ready for this thing way late at night. That
I was hungover as bejesus Saturday.
yeah?
And so I was sitting there trying to write jokes, and I was like, why did I agree to this? Like, why did I say yes?
Oh, I thought you meant the next day.
No.
Jeez,
The hangover on Saturday kept me from going incredibly hard on your birthday.
Man, those wings were delicious at Wing
Kidding me?
Wings.
Crushing it over
Good
there. Yeah.
Lord.
Why were you were hungover till
Oh
Sunday?
God, I was doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was, Gia kind of lied to me because so while I was editing Prom, like I was talking, I was like, so whatever we're doing tonight, like, are we going all night? Like, how late are we? Like, what's it going to be? And the way that she phrased it kind of implied like it's not that crazy. Like it's not going to be like a 2 a.m. type of bender. And I was like, all right, fine, because we had White Claw, which is essentially vodka LaCroix.
Sweet. This is such a hipster thing nowadays.
At my house. And I was like, while I'm editing the final things of Prom,
a couple
I'm
cocktails,
gonna have a couple of these. Cool. So I did that. So I was already like getting
Little
there.
litty.
A
You're
little
feeling it.
A little feeling it, you know what I mean? And then I had a couple beers and I was like, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. And then Makuga got involved.
Yeah.
And he's like, we gotta do shots. I'm like, I'm not doing shots. And then he comes back with a bunch of shots. I'm like,
Him and like when we got there, I walked upstairs and him and Joey were doing a shot of tequila. I was like, oh, it's gonna be that night, huh?
and it was that night. It
Joey
really-
tried to get
it
me in
really
on those
was.
shots.
Yeah.
She's like, we've never done shots together. And I was like, oh, cool.
That's cool. What an observation.
Great.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun though. But I kept thinking about it though. I was just like, I am such a dick that I am the type of guy that's like, I'm fine with this. I want this. I welcome this.
No, it's good. It
And
shows that you're.
and it's going to be fun.
humble
And it was
enough.
super fun for me.
Yeah.
Didn't get offended by anything. Things hurt for sure. But it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, that's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
But I was just like thinking, I was like, who could we do this for? Legitimately. I'm like, I think we could do it to Fran. And I think
God, yeah.
like Fran would take it.
He'd have to actually come to his party though.
He would come.
Would he?
Yeah.
Okay. There was a solid stint of like 5 years where we'd invite Fran to shit. He just would not come.
It's because he was overworked at IGN. Now he just
Now he has no job.
Yeah, what is he
So
gonna do?
that's good.
Stream?
That's fair.
I was
We're
kind of
already riding the roast.
I was kind of worried. There was a slight part of me that was like, what if Tim's like, I have to finish this edit. I fell behind or whatever.
I would have. It got to a point where I was like, I know I'm going to be fine, and it hit a point where I hit export, and I was like, there's nothing I can do. If it fails, if the upload gets blocked or whatever, I've done everything I can. We'll just have to delay it.
Got it.
You know.
But also that's why we were filming it. because I was like, if Tim for some dumb reason can't make it to this thing, we're going to punch in on his poster
Oh my
and we're going to
God.
fucking roast him. And I'm going to just like, here you go, Tim, happy birthday with a link to a YouTube video that's live already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would have gone hard. I'm like, Tim, he couldn't even show up for his own fucking birthday party.
I love
Fuck
that.
the script. I'd have thrown it out. I was just ranted at the
amazing.
camera for
Well,
30
I like
minutes.
that was when John Drake made a joke in his set about how, oh man, Kevin and Gary Witt aren't here, and they were like half my set. And afterwards, he's like, oh, that wasn't real. He's like, I wrote so much about both of them and got there and they weren't there. I was like, fuck.
That's so funny.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so Fran, I think could take it.
Frank could take it.
Greg Miller, I definitely.
Greg
think
could definitely take it. I think I could take it too.
I don't know.
I
that you
definitely
could.
could
He
take
had a
it.
joke that nailed you about not being able to take it, and I agree with it.
That's fair.
Nick, take a fucking joke.
It's not fair. I take jokes fine.
What was it? Do the whole thing. What was it?
Stop spoiling it. We're gonna put it out on Tuesday for
What?
Christ's
You're
sake.
gonna? Yeah, they're still gonna watch it. Don't worry.
Like
about
that
it.
guy's like, oh, you got this funniest part in this comedy special. Let me just tell you.
Well,
the
I'm
joke.
sure this. I'm glad you want to sync this show then by talking about it on this show. Let's talk about how
watches this
funny that thing was, but not talk about anything that
That's
happened
fair.
on it.
That's
Guys,
fair.
I'm 185 steps to go to my goal.
Oh wow.
God,
Yeah,
that was a
good
good
joke.
one.
What'd you
That was a
start-
really
yeah,
good one. Does anyone start?
No, I mean, so my set was just like I say something that I appreciate about Tim and say it's always like, and I wish more people were like that. Kevin, Kevin's not here. Sorry. And then I would say, Tim, I appreciate how you understand your own comedic limitations. I wish more coworkers were like that. Barrett. And I was like, Barrett, you don't have to swing at every pitch. It's fine. And Andrea did not understand that joke, and she thought I was joking about something else.
Baseball shit.
Yeah.
Andrea, much like Tim, came in already partying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She was like, he's never taken a swing at me before, as if like we were talking shit. And I was like, no, I just mean like jokes, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the Nick one was, I was like, we all talk shit about each other. And one thing I really like about you, Tim, is that not only can you dish it, but you can take it. And it'd be great if I worked with more people that were like that, Nick. And then I looked at you and I was just like, it's just, you don't have to get so defensive all the time. That's what it was.
Motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Oh God.
It was
a great
basically
night.
just like an airing of grievances.
I hate it.
Yeah,
No,
totally.
that's why it was great. That's why it felt like the end of something. I'm like, this needs to happen every 2 quarters, like every half
This is
year.
just the employee reviews now.
It really does. Just catharsis. That's what it was.
I'm not gonna give away the joke because I do want you to see it. Because probably my favorite joke of the entire night was Andy, and it involves my very yappy partner. And
Oh,
God,
that's good. That's
damn,
really good. That's really
I
good.
lost my shit.
Yeah. Everybody was so good. Everybody had so many unexpected good ones.
Yeah, I mean, Greg's joke about Jared fucking killed
God, that was
me.
good.
Killed
That's in tomorrow's episode for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Killed me.
We
That's
can
really
move
good.
on.
No, we don't. I mean, it's fine.
No, we've covered it.
Clearly, different people watch different shows on Kind of Funny. It's not the same 20,000 people watching every single show.
I was great. Thank you guys so much. I can't wait for everyone to see it because goddamn, it's just so perfectly me.
Yeah. And now, a word from our sponsors. This episode of the Kind of Funny podcast is brought to you by Harry's. Did you know the average guy will spend 3,000 hours of his lifetime shaving? Don't waste 4 months of your life overpaying for poor performing razors. Get Harry's, a razor that's so sharp you can shave less often and save your money, just $2 per blade. Tim loves it, he always talks about using it to trim that trademark Tim Tam beard, getting all those nice lines he enjoys so much. You can join the 10 million people who have tried Harry's. Claim your special offer by going to harrys.com/rooster. Harry's founders were 2 regular guys tired of getting ripped off by paying for overpriced gimmicks like vibrating heads, flex balls, and handles that look like a prop in a sci-fi movie. Harry's makes quality, durable blades at a fair price, just $2 a blade. There's also a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you don't love your shave, let them know and they'll give you a refund. Get a trial set that comes with everything you need for a close, comfortable shave, a weighted ergonomic handle with an easy grip, 5-blade razor with lubricating strip and trimmer blade for a close shave, rich lathering shave gel that will leave you smelling great, and a travel blade cover to keep your razor dry and easy on the go. Listeners of my show can redeem their trial set at harrys.com/rooster. And if you prefer to shop in store, Harry's razors are also available at Walmart and Target. But don't do that. Go to harrys.com/rooster. Next, it's Green Chef. Green Chef is a USDA certified organic company that makes eating well easy and affordable with plans that fit every lifestyle. Green Chef lets you choose from a wide array of easy-to-follow lifestyles with select organic ingredients. Recipes are quick and easy with step-by-step instructions, chef tips, and photos to guide you along. Everything is hand-picked and delivered right to your door. Ingredients come pre-measured, perfectly portioned, and mostly prepped. With Green Chef, it's easy to eat well and discover new recipes every week that you'll love to cook. You can switch up your meal plan whenever you want and find a new way to eat. Green Chef's expert chefs design flavorful recipes for your lifestyle that go beyond the ordinary substitutions. Tim and Gia have been using it. They love it. Tim was just telling me about these burgers Gia made. He thought they were amazing, and you will too. Let Green Chef do the meal planning, grocery shopping, and most of the prep work for you week after week. Meal plans include paleo, plant-powered vegan and vegetarian, pescatarian, keto, gluten-free, and omnivore. For a total of $75 off, that's $25 off each of your 3 boxes. Go to greenchef.us/kinda75 for a total of 75% off. That's $25 off each of your first 3 boxes. Go to greenchef.us/kinda75. Are you going to get a beer? What are you doing? Can you bring me back a beer? I'll take one of the Pacificos.
Get it. Get it. Whoa. Get it. Whoa. Get it.
All these people look at me.
Oh my God.
The thing is
Rubbed
this.
yourself so
That's
You
what
got
she
in there.
does.
She does.
Have
She's
you ever
so
seen Britney?
oily.
That was way over sexual. Ew.
That's what she does.
I know.
But
But it's okay when she does it.
How
not
about what?
you.
This isn't sexy yet?
You're moving a lot of stuff around there. I didn't really have
That's
that
how
much
she
done.
does it.
I want you to stop. It's a lot. Looks like you're
I
moving
could
a
be in
grocery
Vegas
bag.
if I needed to be. What?
You could, it looks like you're moving the stuff around in a grocery
No,
bag.
garbage. It's like I'm moving a garbage
Yes.
bag. There's this sweaty, hefty bag. What's inside there? Last night's mashed potatoes.
Oh,
You know what I'm
God.
saying?
Oh,
Right?
man.
That's how I go.
Oh my God! Speaking of that, my buddy on Facebook had these mashed potatoes at a restaurant that had so much cheese in them that when they did the scoop, it was just like it was one string of mashed potatoes, and I was like, "Oh my God, those look good!
You're making my mouth water.
So good!" And I was like, "I'm looking so forward to Texas."
Does anybody here watch Big Little Lies except me?
No.
No,
Doesn't. This
My
isn't a
wife
spoiler.
does,
It doesn't
but-
matter at all. But
yeah.
last night I thought of you because you and me, of course, pizza obsessed.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep took the kids to a pizza place and was like pulling the cheese off the pizza. I was like, oh my God.
Picturesque
I want
cheese.
pizza so bad.
Wow.
And it's sort of like run of the mill pizza, I'm sure. But God, speaking of which, back to the Austin thing. I'll tell you what. Am I excited? Of course not. I don't want to be around these Rooster Teeth fucks. It's too hot. But am I excited for Via 313?
Yeah.
Am I excited for pizza?
can
via
we
313?
fucking please get Via 313 for the first time?
The schedules will never work out, I'm sure.
We have Thursday. Got nothing else doing. We can all just go to pizza.
Are they
Thursday
open?
night. Via
4th of
on a
July.
Thursday?
4th of July.
Oh.
4th of July. Joey, have you done this yet? Have you looked into this? Via 313, 4th of July. That mic's not up, guaranteed. Kevin, can you turn the mic up?
I came in because you were going to talk about something about Big Little Lies, and then I think I missed it.
Oh, it was just last night how Meryl Streep pulled the pizza, and I was like, that pizza looks good. And I was like, it looks like a kid's, like a Chuck E. Cheese pizza, but I want it. You know what I mean? I really want it. Peter Piper pizza kind of thing.
Yeah.
And is there nothing going on 4th of July night? What are we doing, Joey? So we're going Thursday.
We're going Thursday.
To RTX.
We get in at like 1:30.
Right.
Achievement Hunter Live is
8 o'clock,
Achievement
right?
Hunter live Thursday. I don't know who all is. I think there's some question as to who's going.
like I'm super down, but if it becomes an issue between that or Via 313,
Here's what I'll tell you right now is I am not going.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely trying to get to Via 313. So
Yeah.
fuck Achievement Hunter. I hope Jeff rolls over tonight. You know what he rolls over on? All the knives I had in his bag.
They're not sharp. They're not sharp.
They're all butter knives.
They're all butter knives. But they're cold.
annoying.
They're going to be real cold.
Real cold. It's
They're
gonna be real
plastic
uncomfortable.
knives.
I had I think I have to go to Achievement Hunter Live because I have to go. I have now it's tradition to get Autumn really drunk and backstage.
So this is the part where
She
I tell
won't
you
even
that
be there.
Autumn's not going to be at RTX.
Why would she not? Oh, she's not going to be at RTX at all?
No, not at all.
What's her
Why
problem?
not?
She was so scarred from last year that she's like, I can't be around
Yeah.
Nick.
Well,
It's fair.
hey, Elise, here I come.
Everyone's
like
favorite
these
Achievement
threats.
Hunter member.
Elise Willems.
Willems.
I
was- I
will people aren't going to be hanging out backstage. It was fun last year.
I think it's different this year.
It's a
Last year
different
was like
setup this
part.
year.
We were at the show already.
It was Let's Play Live.
was it? I
last
thought it
year.
was Achievement Hunter Live though, and they just
No.
got us all on. It was,
No,
it was the
it was
last
the
Let's Play.
They
Live
don't want
open.
me. I don't want them. You know what?
Well,
I
you
got
know
a,
what?
Maybe
uh,
it's still
Set up
another
this
one of my
time.
ideas. How's Garbo doing? You know what I mean?
I got a DM from James Willems, and he was like, "Hey, what are you doing Saturday at 1:30?" And I was like, "Our panel's at 2, so I probably can't do anything." He's like, "Damn it! I wanted you to be on this thing. It's sort of a surprise or whatever." And I thought, like, it would be really fucking funny if I did show up really
Oh.
late to our panel. Because
you went to work on
doing
Funhouse?
some fun.
It'd be even funny if you just didn't show up at all.
But we have things planned. We have we have shit planned for our panel.
Our panel so far is just like the Dean Martin hour of like, who's here? Oh,
Exactly,
you're
yeah.
here.
I
Hey,
I
what's
haven't
up?
heard about this. I'm excited.
No, I might have a special guest that like you guys don't really give a shit about, but I do in my like kind of sports circle. But
And the similar thing in our sports circle for the FCFL, the Fan Control Football League, we are having a contract signing at this. You might not recall or remember, but it's happening.
At where?
Then apparently Joey's trying to fuck my dog into the ground and bring another dog to the panel.
You didn't even tell me that your dog was coming to RTX. It's not my fault that I got excited about other people's dogs.
I assume you're supposed to remember where Portillo is and isn't.
You are his de facto
number
godmother.
two.
You
Your
are
mom number two.
No.
Mom too.
It's a lot of
what's Lucy?
responsibility.
Lucy, Aunt Lucy.
I want you to know
Lucy.
this though.
The
When,
Lucy.
when you go out of town
Yeah,
and Joey has to take care of Portillo,
sure.
it is
Yeah, no, I don't like has to.
when
Joey
you
gets the privilege to.
when you say the terms of your employment require you to do this.
Yeah, and she's like, "Can I get some money for it?" And I'm like, "Well,
no.
you have
and
a
she's
job."
like, but it's literally I have to watch stuff 24/7 then, and usually jobs are supposed to stop after like 8 to 9 hours at work.
This
And
was
you
in the miscellaneous section of work.
and you look at her and go,
Again,
"Do you like
privilege.
money?
A
Do you like money?"
privilege.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's the most stressed out I ever see her.
Yeah,
When
well.
it's not because Portillo is hard to take care of. It's just that any second. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Any second he blows a knee out.
Could be the moment.
Done.
Last night
I had the exact opposite experience where I feel like Joey's like in her prime when she gets to pretend she has a dog for a little bit.
Oh, it's pretty great.
I feel like it's
50-50.
column A, column B.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both.
The life of Portillo. Dealing with Portillo.
Last
in
night,
general.
Portillo was laying there in a very awkward position, sleeping, and then I put him down on the ground, and then he started hobbling, favoring his back leg,
no.
and
You're
then it was a
like, no.
concern of is it asleep, is it not, and then it was we walked him further than usual today, right? Usually now he's limited to just the coffee shop walk. That's what he goes to. And then this time we pushed him a few more blocks over to the sandwich shop. And so it was like, was that too much for him? Because that's definitely what made him sleep all day in this really weird position. Because he was sleeping,
load
think
management.
of like a loaf of bread on the countertop. This loaf of bread just on its ass, but then like leaning onto a giant pillow. So it went up like this and then that. It's like pulling to the left, you know?
Yeah.
Imagine like just a penis.
my wiener. Easy to
Yeah,
do.
exactly. You know what I mean? Laying
Like
over
a big,
that way.
like Andy's big wiener.
Or you know, like you remember in Star Wars, right? In Star Wars, when that worm comes out and tries to bite at the ship.
Yeah, in the
Imagine
meteorite.
if that worm got ping ponged right there and then
Ping
just
and
went and
pong.
laid over a rock. That's
Not
what it looked
related.
like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But then it was then we think it was that, and then Jen just gave him some drugs, and it's like, all right, let it ride.
Let it
Let's just
ride,
let it
ride
ride.
lightning, Porty.
See what's happened to him, because he's old,
But he's still so cute.
still very cute.
He's little gray paws.
I can hear his pitter patter in my head if I like close my eyes and
Sure.
think of him walking. I
And the
appreciate
tempo getting slower and slower. Because now it's like,
Until it's dinner time, and then he's fucking all
Sure,
over the
Back to
place.
it. I don't know how he does it. Because when he's just sitting around, you're talking to him, you're looking at him, his eyes are all cataract and cloudy. You get food in the picture, he's back to being puppy.
He smells.
There, boom, right there.
That's the thing you talk about him eating the same thing every day, but he knows there's the food out there. He understands it. He knows he's a prisoner trapped and you're his prison guard and he has to do whatever it takes
Sure.
to get that food.
Sure,
That's what he does.
I understand.
Yeah.
I started totally non sequitur. I started
fine.
watching Evangelion.
Oh yeah,
Evangelion?
Evangelion?
Evangelion.
Evangelion.
Started watching Evangelion, Kev. I'm 2 episodes in, and I'm kind of like in for the ride.
that. Okay.
And I read Blaine's
Where are you
tweet-
watching Evangelion?
Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
It's a big deal.
shit.
It
Finally
just
came
hit
to
Netflix.
That's cool.
Big deal. Yeah, it's like I get it all got sort of redubbed over. There's new voice acting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was kind of a big push to Netflix or whatever. They'd been sort of hyping it up for a while.
Now, real quick, knowing nothing about it, I'm going to say it's about Gundams.
Yep.
It's very much like it's a kaiju movie. Like there's or a show. There's big monsters called angels, and they
So it's Pacific Rim. They
built-
ripped off Pacific Rim.
yeah, kind of, yeah. I mean,
Other way
yeah,
around though.
Kind of
Exactly.
the opposite. Yeah.
exactly. But it's good. I'm in for it. I was reading Blaine's tweets about it. Who was like, it is an incredible show until it's fucking terrible. And he was like, the last few episodes are just very upsetting.
Don't let that sway you.
Yeah, so you've seen it.
watch. Yeah.
You've seen it.
Just watch. It's a thinker. It's a thinker.
Oh, it's a thinker.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah,
that Blake is dumb. Dumb as rocks.
I know, right?
yeah. I'm excited to see
Okay.
where you end up on this.
All right. I'm interested. But it's got me though, and I like that it's sort of easy to follow so far.
That goes away. I will tell you.
That goes away.
It does
Oh,
go away.
fuck. God damn it.
But it's good though.
How long is it?
26 episodes.
Yeah, it's super short. Yeah. And
Yeah.
each
And
episode
a movie.
like 21, 22 minutes. Super short.
That's one of those like old school anime that
Yeah,
I'm
95.
actually shocked that I never got around to watching. I think this was
1995.
when I was younger. If it was not dubbed, I was like, no, I can't do this. It's too many subtitles. Now I think I could probably digest it pretty well as a 40-year-old man. Mm-hmm. But that's cool. I'll definitely watch that.
But is there? I don't even know if there's the standard Japanese track on.
That's fine. I don't care.
Like it's all fully American dubbed.
That's fine.
I tried to watch it when I was young.
Uh-huh.
I remember I illegally downloaded it.
Kevin.
And
FBI get 'em.
I
There
mean,
it is.
this is just this is what happens.
FBI,
You
dirty
legally
bomb,
done.
dirty bomb.
And
Jesus Christ.
Then they'll have the computers will catch it. They'll come here for the dirty bomb, but then they'll just find out that Kevin pirated something. Then they'll come for Kevin.
Well,
and
no,
then we're
but
free.
I'm
Greg,
sure they'll be very
Greg,
happy they dedicated all those resources for a joke.
Greg, can I finish, please?
Yeah.
It ended up not being it. It was some sort of
Porn.
well-drawn hentai version.
Ah, yeah,
Fantastic.
Kevin.
Enjoyed it very much.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
It was like that. And did you ever see Bubblegum Crisis? Did you ever watch that?
No, but I remember
maybe a
just
little
hearing
too.
that.
That's one of those that I'm like, I should have watched that, but I never did. You know what I want to go back and watch now, though, is Cowboy Bebop. I haven't seen that in like 15 years, probably.
great.
I have
Yeah.
the Blu-rays.
Do you?
Yeah.
Can I borrow 'em?
Coming
Absolutely.
to Netflix if it hasn't already.
It was on, I want to say it was on Amazon
yeah, I
or
think that was
something.
part of the when they made all the announcements. At the
Oh,
beginning.
gotcha.
I'm
That's
pretty sure
BoJack
it was
Horseman on Netflix. Too.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't love.
Classic anime.
I can't do BoJack Horseman.
I don't even know
man.
what it's about. I just know
Really?
you're
Like
talking about a horse. I'm
cartoons.
talking about a horse. It's all there. You know what I mean?
I'm a horse.
Cowboy horse.
Yep.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
See how I got there? Now, real quick, what I'd like to rewind, real quick. Were you seemed offended that I wasted the FBI's time with their listening software?
I'm just saying that's when we got to hold in our back pocket for when we get Kevin federally arrested by the FBI. That's going to be a great video.
Okay.
It's coming.
I got so much proof on you guys. You're all going down. Bunch
Yeah,
of fake
right.
stuff.
The
too.
FBI doesn't care about us sexually harassing you, Kevin.
Oh, but you guys leave your computers unlocked. The shit you
I
guys
don't.
I never do.
downloaded. I
Tim.
know
Now,
your
Tim's is always unlocked
Miller, I
have
know your
nothing to hide.
password.
because that's mutually assured destruction.
Sure.
If you fucked with my shit, you know the grabbler comes out full bore. You come home one night,
You can't stop. Just
Hey,
blood
Grabbler
all
ain't
over your
good.
house. You know what I mean?
I will
Is it
say-
Thomas? Is it Paula? Who knows?
I will say that
a lot of blood for a cat.
I think Kevin
That's all I'm saying.
I think Kevin wins the immediate battle in that one, but you win the war for sure. You know?
man. Yeah.
Because you come from such a different angle that people would just be like, why? Why would you slaughter a cow in my living room? Or whatever
Exactly,
the fuck
right?
it is.
There's all this blood. Who's dead? You don't know. And that's a fucked up one. The next one, there's worms in your cup holder. And
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know.
Why?
He's playing minor
What are
league
these
ball
worms?
and galactic ball.
playing
Yeah.
what? Minor league ball?
Yeah. Double A, single A ball, farm league ball, big league. Big show.
Nick understands.
It was always cool to me how in the movie Interstellar, baseball is like forgotten about.
What?
That was always
Don't
a
they
cool,
play it?
No, it's still a thing.
They play
No,
it
but
in
like,
Interstellar.
but nobody's at the game. Like it's the New York Yankees, but nobody gives a shit about them anymore because
yeah.
like there's no resources to fucking fund
I
a
remember that
baseball.
vaguely,
It was like
yeah.
it's a cool little touch that I love seeing shit like that.
Well, they also
Yeah.
like didn't have a lot of infrastructure for like television and radio.
That's
and
what I
shit,
mean.
right?
Yeah,
it was just sort of
like
everything
a
was.
little fucking high school, like stadium or not even a stadium, but
That
there's
was
a couple
it
bleachers.
was such a cool world for them to build in that movie, where it was like everything was slowly dying, and everyone
Yeah.
knew it, and everyone was just like, "Well, this sucks,
Thank
but
God
what are
it's
we
not
gonna do
bide
that
about
our
it?"
bad.
time. Yeah.
Did you ever
Good.
see The Road?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that's the opposite, where everything's dead, and the only people left are trying to either kill each other and eat each other, or
Viggo Mortensen, Charlize Theron, and
yeah,
a
she
kid,
plays the
right?
mom. When it's just a gut wrenching scene where, I mean, if you guys haven't seen the movie, I'll spoil it for you right now a little bit. But like, there's
Just do it. Spoil it. You had your chance.
Yeah,
Turn off
it's
the fucking
a
thing. You
10
driving
it's
your
a
car,
10-year-old
flip
movie.
the car.
There's just the scene where she's like, basically they're flashing back to when they lived in a house together, but everything had gone to shit. And they never really expressly tell you what's going on, but people are dying and they're sick, so you assume it was like radiation poisoning from like a nuclear war or nuclear fallout. But there's just a moment where like Charlize Theron, they have this fucking horrible moment where she's like, "It's done. We have to let go." And he's like, "No, I can take care of us." And she's like, "You can't take care of me." Like, because specifically, like, if people find her, it's gonna be horrible. And so she's like, and there's like this storm outside and this radiation, and she just walks out into the darkness.
Yeah,
And
because
that's-
it was. I don't
it's
remember it well, but
horrifying.
it was like a very like. But what about when they knock you out and they rape me? And
Yeah,
they murder
exactly.
Me and
It was
they force me to have their child?
horrible,
Yeah,
right?
it's like,
Yeah,
Jesus
and
Christ.
she's just like, "I can't," and she just walks out and like dies. It's fucking horrifying.
But it turns out at the end it was just in a forest preserve. Could have been okay.
Yeah,
It was all
it
reality
was
show.
present day the whole time. M. Night Shyamalan.
What a twist.
Shyamalan. And that was one of those movies that I'm like, yeah, I'll start The Road at 11:30 at night and just watch it. I was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Fuck, we're all fucked. This is horrible.
Yep.
Oh, God, it was terrifying.
I had the exact same experience. Like,
Vig-
I'll just put this on.
Viggo Mortensen is such a fucking good actor.
true.
Why he decided to do those stupid elf movies is beyond me.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ. Get the man a ring. Let him just stay somewhere else, for Christ's sake.
You know what I mean?
You're insufferable, dude.
Don't make fun of me. I can't handle it.
Don't make fun of my things I love.
I don't like it. Don't fire back at Psych. It's a movie coming out. Psych movie 2 is great.
Oh my god.
You're such a piece of garbage.
I know.
Tim, speaking of movies, can you believe we're seeing Spider-Man tomorrow?
Oh, it's exciting times.
Oh,
man.
shit. I got to take that ticket back that I bought. I'm going to do it right now.
It's all good. Yeah, very exciting times.
Yeah.
A new Spider-Man. I've told this story before, but like I'll never forget going in to see Spider-Man 3 in theaters. Good old Daly City Century 20. And like no negativity, none of that shit. Just I remember waiting in line because this was back, you couldn't reserve seats or whatever. So if you wanted to like get a decent seat, you'd have to go a little bit early and whatever. And I was waiting in line and I just remember just sitting there thinking like, I'm about to see a live action Spider-Man movie. Like I'm living in the best timeline that I get to see this.
Sure.
And it's like to look at where we're at now, it's just like, my God, I still have that feeling of like, I get to watch a fucking Spider-Man.
I feel like
movie
there's
tomorrow.
so much happening in our lives with RTX, other things, you know, your birthday, this, that, and the other, opportunities to business and stuff. It hasn't sunk in yet. And I'm sitting down to an MCU film tomorrow. I'm gonna get some throwbacks to what's going on with Iron Man. I'm gonna see what is the post-credit scene, what is the mid-credit scene, what's the post. I heard they're important.
Yeah, I hear they're
That's
very
what I heard.
important.
Nothing's been spoiled yet. Don't be a dick.
MCU review on Wednesday.
Yeah.
With the return of Greg Miller's MCU plot.
Sure. I mean, we can say that, of course, but like I crushed the X-Men Dark Phoenix plot. You know
But
what
they
I mean?
don't know that
I know
yet.
that, but I mean, I'm coming in already hot.
Here's the
Yeah.
problem.
You know what I mean?
That
Here's
was
the problem.
incredible.
We're showing them out of order.
Yeah,
So
I
you have
know.
to come in even
I know.
hotter on Wednesday.
Well, no, I mean, we can come in and we can all just say again how good I was in Dark Phoenix, and then
Hype it up
then I
for
get
that.
You were
half-assed
very,
it.
very
Exciting
good.
times.
You were very good.
Yeah. No, this is going to be great. I've heard nothing but good things about this movie.
Yeah.
Kern and Shari got to see it early.
I hate that.
Hate
A lot
them.
of our friends got to see it earlier.
I've heard,
I don't know
yeah,
what's going
I've
on.
seen a lot of like, you know, I think it's like a
GameSpot. I think
it's like
IGN went
I think
and
it's
saw
like an 88 on IMDb or something like that. Like overall super positive reviews, and I don't know why I still sort of wait for the review because for some reason I still think that they're due to have a train wreck. Like they can't keep putting out these super. I'm not going to say incredible. They can't keep putting out these very, very good movies or above, right?
Sure.
Like they're due for a disaster, right? Like the odds of it.
I don't think so. I mean, the thing
Where's
is,
the next Dark World, you know?
It's so hard. It's just got.
the thing is
so
they've got
difficult.
such a good development track for these
I shouldn't be
movies now.
surprised anymore.
But
is what
the
I'm
thing
trying to
about
say.
this one being like the Sony MCU one, that's the one where I always feel like they're gonna fuck it up. That's the highest probability I feel of fucking it up. Where Sony's gonna be like, well, we're doing this, and MCU or like Marvel Studios like, fuck.
I read the
Contractually,
most
you
of the
can
movie,
do that.
in terms of the movie, they can't fuck it up.
I read the
in
most
terms of marketing and
sorry.
shit. Because Marvel Studios makes the movie. Sony
Yeah,
just
they're like-
they're like
code
licensing out
thing.
the.
it's not. So,
Spider-Man.
My
the
apologies.
co stuff is for like marketing and for the owning of the character.
They're basically just like, I'm going to slice you a little cheddar, Sony. Shut
me
up.
that cheddar, yeah.
Just sit over in the corner and let me
that
make
cheddar.
this.
I mean, that's
movie.
pretty much what it is. Is like all they need to do is do certain amounts of marketing and promotion and this and that, and they just get the money from the movie being made. They need to fund a lot of the salaries of people working on it and
Okay,
stuff,
okay,
but
okay.
they just get the money. They don't need to come up with any of the
Creative.
creative
Well, then,
or
yeah,
the
that's great.
story or that stuff.
Yeah, which is why you don't get something like Venom. But to Andy's point, like what's going to be really, really interesting is when and if, I should say, in our lifetime, Kevin Feige decides to step down from that role. That's when it's going to get
Terrifying.
It's going to
what
be
the
like Greg
fuck's gonna
Popovich
happen?
and Spurs, man.
Well,
You're
no, I
telling
mean,
me.
honestly, I think, to put it a little bit more in terms that people who aren't fucking sports nerds can understand, it'll be like when Steve Jobs passed away and Tim Cook took over, and you're like, the visionary is gone. What happens? Not that Apple's like
The numbers
doesn't
guys
have like
here
a
now.
$30 billion in a cash reserve, but that magic is not there anymore necessarily. And so
Johnny
that'll,
Ive quit, man.
Johnny Ive quit?
Yeah.
When did that happen? I thought he was just like there like
Couple
last week.
weeks ago. Yeah,
Oh,
he,
fuck.
yeah, apparently there was a quote from him that he was talking about.
He just said Tim Cook sucks.
He was talking about that like
Johnny Ive.
Tim Cook doesn't what's the word I'm looking for? No, not really that. It's just Tim Cook doesn't
Jive.
really care about the visual appeal of Apple anymore, or
really
like, or that he never did.
It hasn't changed in like 4 generations.
And I mean that's probably why. Like maybe Johnny Ive was trying to do some crazy shit with Apple products, and he was like, let's keep it kind of cookie cutter. Let's keep.
How about colors
let's
this
keep-
time?
Let's keep.
How about no colors
iterating,
this
you know?
time?
Yeah.
keep
He
going.
doesn't
Keep
appreciate.
going
He
back.
doesn't
How about
appreciate
bigger this time?
Sort
How
of
about
the
smaller
design
this time?
aesthetic. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to have that vision. It's hard to have the vision and also have the clout to carry that vision through. And that's what's so magical about what's happening with Marvel is that for whatever reason, and I don't know why, I'm sure hopefully someone writes a book about him one day because I'd love to learn about his like lineage coming up through Marvel and all that stuff. But Kevin Feige just happens to be the one person in Hollywood that has enough clout so that that he can just write ships. People come in, he picks the people that direct things, he picks the ones that write them, he shepherds them through. He has other people. Like it's a whole system. It's a whole assembly line almost. And I hate to say that because assembly line sounds like it's a negative thing, but he gives people just enough creative leeway for them to do something special with, but not enough for them to like, decide that the solo movie is going to be all improv starring two people that don't necessarily have good chemistry together, So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, you figure how long has he got left? He's got to be in his late 50s at this point, right?
Really?
I imagine
He looks he's in his
has-
40s.
Yeah,
Kevin,
I
can I
think
get
he
a
has
search how?
quite a while left, and I think that at the very least,
His pace
influence,
is insane, though.
Yeah, but I think that his influence is going to be felt, even if he were to leave.
Well, presumably, if you have that much power, you pick your successor. So hopefully, he can pick at least a team of people that can come through.
46 years old.
Okay, so we got him for another hopefully 20 years.
Let's say 15, 20, yeah.
But I mean,
The other big thing is like it's just also it's the shoes to fill argument, right? No matter who comes in, you're gonna sit there and be like, oh, it's not as good as when he did it.
yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate because we thought that was we were like, oh man, like Lucas sold Star Wars. We got Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams coming through. This is going to be it. And it just, if you asked me like which one's got a better chance of of
Fixing
being
it?
way more well loved for a franchise, I'm like, oh, Star Wars with J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy. If that's kicking off like that, it's going to be great. But that thing's been nothing but polarizing. And it's so fascinating that the Marvel movies are just like, I mean, there are people out there that have their criticism of them, but like it's weird to read people go like, oh, this is a good movie, and not have like insane criticisms of like any of these Marvel movies.
The criticism you see the most, right, is that it's the same movie.
Yeah, I think that is a criticism.
To your thing of
Sure.
like,
a little too cookie cutter or whatever.
which I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm an
But
idiot. I love
they've
it.
If the movie's
nailed-
good, I don't give a shit.
They've
Yeah.
nailed that golden that thing that all movie makers try with sequels, which is same but different, right? They want to give me the same thing but just a little bit different, and they get that, and it's just enough difference and just enough like a progression that it's just fulfilling. It's
Like,
nice.
I mean, they've mastered making TV with a movie budget.
Yep.
Like we're just now watching serialized content. That's
a good point.
Like that just kind of gets delivered to us, and it's just that's why it does.
But like
it's
good
the same
TV
thing
where
over
they
and
planned
over.
out 3 seasons, not like a season and then they're like, oh shit, we got picked up. Or what do we do for the next season?
Exactly.
Westworld
there's,
2. Okay.
There's a plan, and it feels like there's season finales and season premieres. Like Far From Home tomorrow. It's like I feel like that's going to feel like that the bridge between
Yeah, people talk about the things I've seen on headlines, right? Is the epilogue, right? The epilogue to
the saga,
yeah.
the Infinity Saga.
yeah.
That's great. I'm super excited about all this. I'm very excited about the Marvel Studios Comic-Con panel. It's weird. They're being really cagey and weird about it because they announced they're doing a panel at Comic-Con for Marvel Studios. But then today, Marvel put out its full panel lineup of schedules for everything. It's not on it.
Comes to me
And-
Thursday.
Yeah, Marvel Games Day. But it's interesting that like it seems like there's still a plan to do it, but why do we not know where it fits? Like, why is that not out there yet? What are they gonna talk about? What are they gonna do there?
What do you think it'll be?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like right now we don't officially have any of the titles of Phase 4 officially revealed. We know they're making Black Widow. We know they're making Eternals. We know they're making Shang-Chi. We know this shit, but we don't know. It's not official. They're not officially announced. They got to start somewhere. They got D23. They got Comic-Con. I don't think they're going to show too much. I feel minimum we're going to get stuff about Black Widow. I don't think it's going to be too crazy, but it is also the return to Comic-Con.
Oh, that's right, because were they there the last 2 years?
They haven't been there for years.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And like in 2014, they did their random ass event that showed like Phase 3. I don't think they're doing that again. I think it's going to be over different events. But
I missed that though.
yeah, I don't know, man.
The
It's
hype
just-
factor for Comic-Con was like one of the only times where I was like, oh, I get why the guys like E3 so much.
Sure.
Because there'd be all that energy.
You just have the Twitter feed up, like looking into hashtags. And like,
but I mean,
you know.
even when we used to be on the live set.
I will never forget being on the live set at IGN, and I finished whatever segment, and they cut away, and they came in, and they were like, over in Hall H right now, they just announced Batman v Superman,
Yeah.
and it was the
They
guy.
showed
It
the
was,
teaser.
And
it was
somebody
the general
had-
who came out and said it, and he gave the speech from Dark Knight Returns, and they faded up the logo behind him. Greg, fill 20 minutes. They're like, got it.
And then you see Batman in the suit, with the big suit.
Yeah, no,
The
you
metal
saw
one,
him in the suit, but you remember you saw him looking up, and it was that
This
shot.
is two
of-
different Comic Cons.
Oh, it was. I'm
I'm talking about the one where they announced where all they had was the logo of the bat with the S, and he came out and the general from Man of Steel came out and read the speech from
That's the
Dark
same
Knight.
Comic-Con.
I don't think it was.
I think it was the same teaser.
Okay.
All I remember was
I'm
I
lucky
remember
being there at the Comic Con thing when there was like Greg fill the time and we were all trying
So
to
now
find
hold
the
on.
teaser.
You're talking about the one where then the same one where he's in the.
where he looks up into the sky and the lightning comes and you see the silhouette of Superman like
No,
floating
that
up
was
there.
the Comic-Con.
Because
And
I remember
Batman
we were
just
trying to
smiles.
find
They hadn't filmed
the
anything yet though. This was literally the announcement of them doing it. It was the next con where it was the bat signal in the rain and him standing there and then Superman like there's a flash of lightning. He's there.
You will.
Yeah.
Something's bleeding. Man, they nailed it in Justice League.
Oh my God, Tim, you missed such a great fucking Instagram story thing on Greg's Instagram where we filmed a little thing with Josh McCouga and a little thing that was like, this is going up on my Instagram TV or whatever, my IGTV. And at one point, Greg's like, how long have we been going, Andy? 16 minutes? Oh, that's way too long. And it went on for another like 5 or 6
We did
minutes.
20 minutes on Instagram TV, 2 different videos. Unboxing the
the Optimus
Ecto
Prime.
one, Optimus
Yeah.
Prime.
But Josh McCouga's sitting here, and he'd been drinking. They did We Have Cool Friends, a lot of alcohol in the system. He goes, you know what? I mean, I kind of want to say something, but I just don't know, like, you know, how controversial this is. But I don't think they did a very good job with Batman vs Superman. Like, dead serious. And all of us start laughing. We're like, you're so brave, Josh.
Yeah, exactly. What a brave thing to say. I've never heard that take on the internet.
Amazing.
And then he just starts cracking. It was such a fun time, man.
That was such a great one. We have Cool Friends with Josh McCouga available right now. YouTube.com/kindafunny. Roosterteeth.com. Podcast services around the globe. The video we just talked about, Instagram, of course, on .com/GameOverGreg.
Sorry, it reminds you of such an old school GOG. That We Have Cool Friends episode.
Oh, yeah, totally. And that's what we're going for in
Yeah.
terms of, like, let's bring our cool friends in and do cool content with them.
Yeah.
His story about David Bowie was fucking unbelievable.
Insane.
Unbelievable.
Insane.
It's worth it just to listen to that, him tell the story of when he was a bartender. It was a bartender, right?
Yeah.
In New York and became friends with David Bowie.
I love it, man. Josh McCouga, national treasure.
As I say multiple times and more angrily as we keep drinking, I really hope Collider shuts down. There's a huge scandal. Josh unemployed,
Does there have to be a
unemployable.
scandal?
We bring on how else are we gonna get him out? You know what I mean? How else are we gonna get him up here?
Call the
SF?
FBI
You know what I mean?
probably, yeah.
Thank you. Dirty bomb.
Jesus
Josh McCouga.
Christ.
No, hold on. Kristen Harloff?
Yeah,
Who runs it over there?
that's
Who
who
do I have
runs
to
it, yes.
say? Dirty bomb. Christian Harloff.
No,
Bodies in the basement.
Jesus, I love this is the thing that gets Nick.
You know I'm
He knows
paranoid
how
human
real
being.
it is. He listens to Rogan.
I know it's true. No, I love Josh. It was awesome having him up here. And like, did you think that he was up here for your birthday? Because that's really why we came up. He came up.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I did not.
Okay.
I was so not trying to ruin the surprise that Gia had that I was just like, I'm just gonna let things happen. And when people would talk to me or like I saw things kind of coinciding, I would ask her, be like, I don't know what you're planning for my birthday, but talk to this person or this person's asking questions or
Right.
whatever. And I saw on the calendar like, oh, he's coming. I was like, oh, I don't know how long McCouga's in town, but hit him up. Like they have each other's number, so I was like, hit him up, and if he can come to whatever it is, you should invite him. That was weeks ago.
Ah, dude, declares.
He's so funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can catch all of Tim's roast on youtube.com/kindafunny. Don't forget to subscribe. There's a teaser going live as KFAF tomorrow. So by every time you see this, it'll be up as the most recent KFAF. Unless you're watching it way later, then it's like, not
Then
the
go
most
watch all of
recent
them.
one. Then go watch them all. Probably the Oreo one's the best one. I heard it did really well.
The second Oreo one's really
fucking
good.
crushed all the fucking numbers.
The one
that
where we
people
made you look
are
like a big fucking goofus
I don't
was
know if-
amazing. That's
I don't know
like
if that
90,000.
Okay, well, no,
or
that's
something.
not true. I don't think that's
120,000.
This has been the Kinda Funny podcast. Each and every week, 4 best friends gather on this table, each bringing in their topics of their lives to talk to you about. If you like that, head over to patreon.com/kindafunny, where you can get each and every episode ad-free, along with the exclusive pre and post show. If you got no bucks to toss our way, it's no big deal. You can go to youtube.com/kindafunny, roosterteeth.com, podcast services around the globe each and every Friday and get the show there. No pre and post show, chock full of ads. But no,
Too many ads.
we got too many ads. Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.